Ratchet and Clank games, I'm basically basing them off of Ratchet.
Neat.
Of course. Pam, 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 pam. Oh, let's see. I don't need that book. I need my dice. I need these books, which I have on my lap.
But yeah, no. The craziest thing about that other thing I'm working on, Citricus, is just like, you have to remember, we're making basically anime slime girls. People are going to be weird with them. And I'm just like, I mean, that happens with everything in D&D. Look at how many, like, furry races we have. You just accept that people will be weird and leave that to the DM to deal with. I'm just giving them the tools to be weird.
Mm. Yeah, it's an inevitability. This is the internet.
I mean, I'm creating a means to let people play as their own, like, ice cream / pudding waifu. Whatever happens after this, it's out of my hands.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You just close your eyes.
This.
You turn, you look the other way. Not your problem anymore.
Yeah, no, exactly. Listen, what the fans of that cookie game do in their free time is not my business.
They make some of the freakiest porn with that one.
I believe it.
Oh, you've seen that too, huh?
I'm just sitting here like, Oddly enough, when it comes to the rural internet, I should have expected this much, but I am
you should.
Like,
nothing is sacred on the internet. Nothing
oh God,
at all.
Just all of the things they could do with Frosty when it comes to that shit. Holy crap. Which is why I'm not going to mull about that too long. Also, hello. Wow.
Yes, hello, chat and viewers in the future on YouTube. How are you doing?
We started this.
Or you have just enough context, Robot. It's all up to you.
It's better that you don't have context in some of these conversations, really.
It's just like the jockstrap incident.
Fuck that, I'm telling everybody.
In right at the cookie porn.
I'm just sitting here like, oh yeah, it's just like the jockstrap incident.
Jelly-filled cookie girls.
Yes, you can make that.
Yeah, no, of course you can.
Yeah, so far we're working on a race of the idea is that there's spongy, there's jelly, and then there's hard candy.
You know, now I'm picturing Vaughn, but in the Willy Wonka getup. With me, and you'll see.
If I see Vaughn in Willy Wonka's setup, all I can imagine is just like, not Willy Wonka, but him looking like the warden of Super Jail.
I mean, basically, that's what it would turn into. Especially since Citric's like, okay, can we also make this dark? And I was like, I don't see why not.
A sin!
Exactly. Dark chocolate, dark themes. Let's go ahead. I mean, come on.
I mean, you got Devil's Fruitcake. That's about as dark as it can get.
Stealing that for an idea of the equivalent of an archfey. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Just hope I don't actually sit down and decide to build the s'mores dragon. I had an idea for that, and let's just say right now, it is a pain to fight, but also would be cool as fuck.
The gingerbread man is standing in his house. He does not know the house is made of him, or he is made of the house. He screams.
Now, would the s'mores dragon be self-heating?
Yes. I believe its breath weapon would be melted chocolate. It would probably have less range than a usual Elder Dragon, but it would create difficult terrain because it would leave melted chocolate all over the field.
As someone who has killed an entire group of thugs with melted chocolate, I can confirm this. That is still one of my favorite D&D stories that I personally have.
I mean, basically, Robot, that is the idea, but so far, we're basically just now only doing the player races, because that is proving to be interesting and fun, but also just like, okay, how many rules do we have to put into this one feature? Oh, that'll be fun later. But yeah, I'm ready whenever you guys are.
All right.
Yep.
I believe I am ready. Slightly
Yeah, I'm
different
straight.
music in order to get into the phase for tonight.
Scoop cat.
Oh, am I still Scoop Cat? God damn it. Hold on. Scoop Cat.
Welcome, one and all, to session 34 of Chult of Personality. When last we left the expeditionaries, Tyrant Bane, the Minotaur Paladin, Zeno, the half-elf sorcerer, Enoch, the human warlock, Wick, the squashling cleric, Elise, the wood elf ranger fighter, and Dan, the half-elf witch. Our party arrived at the entrance to the Tomb of the Nine Gods, whilst some investigated a 15-foot stone obelisk bearing a warning from the fiendish Lick Asirak. Others investigated passages in the nearby cliff face, which also bore a trio of gargoyle statues, seemingly keeping watch on our heroes. Enoch discovered a tunnel of statues of the Nine Gods, enemies facing each other, while in a secret room at the end bore the statue of Unk, standing between them. It also bore a crystal necklace, which, while at the obelisk, guided everyone to a hidden, proper entrance with 9 slots in a 3x3 pattern. Our party managed to arrange the cubes in said slots in the proper formation, revealing a 10x20 foot chamber with a skull in the ceiling. Upon seeing a timer appear from it, Dan rushed to a nearby lever, which had the adverse effect of plummeting Elise into a poisoned spike trap. The first of many treacherous traps our expeditionaries will assuredly have to traverse. Poisoned dart traps, and a bas-relief statue of a bearded devil, which hit the silent domain of a shadow demon that attacked Wick, further supported that notion. As they attempted to short rest, however, after dealing with such fiendish trials, the stone doors at the entrance to the tomb ground to a bestial roar, which sealed our heroes inside. Finally, there was a seemingly impassable room with a large crystal window, bearing 2 Zorbo statues holding a large bronze disc with a dozen eyes, scanning the room for would-be intruders. Thanks to the ingenuity of Tyrant Bane's divine sense and Wicked Enoch's spiritual weapons, they handily dispatched the undead in the chamber, before Zeno aided with the shatter spells and Enoch's spiritual weapon in order to shatter the crystal window to gain access. In the center of this room was a sarcophagus, which turned out to bear the remains of Obalaka, whose spirit was inside a magic ring of protection. Obalaka attempted to possess Dan in his attempt to identify the ring, before Tyrant Bane instead allowed her to enter within him. She then revealed to Tyrant Bane that she and the other 9 and the rest of the gods were trapped inside here, and that she would lend her power in exchange for vengeance against her captor and murderer, Asirak. Where are the remaining trickster gods contained? What other dangers lie in wait? And will the expeditionaries survive the trials, traps, and tribulations ahead? Let's find out. We pick up essentially last time as Tyrant Bane was conversing with Obalaka. So, will you help us? Will you help me?
Of course. It is my charge as a denizen of these woods. This jungle. This honking sneeze of confirmation.
All right.
Kawasha just kind of wipes his sleeve. Oh, sorry.
It's understandable.
The funny thing is that you're saying this and we have no idea who you're talking to.
You're all right, Tyrant Bane.
I am Obalaka. I myself am a follower of Unk. If you can guide me to where Unk's artifact may be kept, that would be a
I'm not
great
sure
boon.
where the rest of us are contained, but I do know that we are somewhere within the tomb.
Then that will have to do. Come with me for the time being. Also,
Of course.
note my companions. Should you need it, they will also be of use to you.
As she kind of looks, as you kind of feel her presence, just feel like it's eyeing kind of towards Dan. That one didn't want my help.
That one did not know what you were. It's understandable. Imagine if a suckling babe was set upon by a raptor. You would also be worried.
That is true. Oh.
I will educate them.
Are you okay, Tired Bean? As you hear Kawasha kind of.
I will hold the ring in my hand. Obalaka's spirit dwells within this artifact.
Ah,
She says that the other gods are also within this temple. Which means Unk's presence is also here as well. When you take them upon yourself, they may steer some of your actions, but so long as you don't let yourself be subsumed by them, and rather you work in tandem like I work in tandem with you, I believe it should be all right.
so Enoch, you probably don't want one of these. You've already got a voice in there.
Yeah, but we're probably gonna need them. Enoch just says, slumping his shoulders.
The gods themselves are a boon. I was raised by this. I didn't mean to be forward with you, Dan, but I wanted to check for my own eyes whether or not it was true or not.
Fair enough.
Besides, if it was some evil spirit, I would have welcomed you. I would have welcomed another exfoliating, cleansing moonbeam.
Well, if it's needed, it'll wiggle his fingers.
But regardless, I believe you said this is a ring of protection. Someone
Yep.
did.
Yep.
I'll hold on to it for the moment unless anyone else would like it.
I think you're good with it.
Then I'll become the bulwark for us, friends. Obalaka,
Alright.
can you still hear me?
Yes.
What else can we expect to find in here?
Well, I'll see if there's anything that's concerning. I'll be sure to try and help you at least where I can, but no promises. But just do be careful, will you?
Of course. Seek shelter within my heart, and you'll find that no danger will befall you.
As you say that, you kind of feel like the congealed presence of Obalaka. You feel it kind of shift and find its way into your chest. And you do kind of feel it get a little bit warmer.
Be at rest. We'll see your imprisonment done soon.
You have
Your
my thanks
liberation's
again. Truly, you do.
Of course. What kind of Chultan would I be if I did not at least try?
Yeah, I just like to imagine, as pointed out earlier, yeah, Tire Base just talking out loud and nobody else can hear Obalaka. And you just kind of feel him just kind of patting on his chest as he's just kind of talking down.
Enoch
Feels
just leans
like
over to Dan. Was this what it was like whenever I blacked out?
Well, it's a little different.
Yeah, not exactly. Yours was more aggressive. and it's monotone. We can't really hear the other side of this conversation.
Tired Bane, noticing that he might have been talking to himself, will lean back to everybody and go, "Oh, I'm not crazy. It's the spirit." Right. Wick, we should carry on.
Hey,
All right. So, where do you guys want to go?
I am curious now, though. If there are artifacts that are hidden, I wonder if there was something hidden in the mouth where that one demon thingamabobby was.
Oh, one way to find out.
Oh,
I
no.
agree.
Oh no.
Wait, Wick. Let's do the buddy system.
Okay.
Okay. And Tired Bane, utilizing Wick as a tool, we'll grab Wick's legs and just. Where's my prop? Put Wick into the mouth. Just.
Okay. All right.
The fact
Wick,
that you had that waiting is an amazing thing.
I have a gun rack of clown props.
so, Wick, as you're inserted into the mouth of this this devil in the wall, the first thing that you notice is that, much like you did the first time you got shoved in here, it is very silent and dark, like absolutely magically dark. You cannot see inside of this.
Even
And-
with my lit up eyes.
Even with your lit up eyes, this is magical darkness in here.
This is advanced darkness.
Even
And
with your
Tired
special
Bane-
eyes.
Oh, sorry. Tired Bane, you notice as you're going to shove Wick inside, and yeah, as you know, you occasionally heard the shuffling of his armor as you go to stick him in. He is absolutely quiet as you shove him into the mouth.
Wick must be really interested in whatever's in there. They haven't made a sound.
That's actually
That's very
disconcerting.
concerning.
Oh, should I?
Yeah.
He just slowly just does a tug on Wick as if to just like, should I
Yeah.
pull him out?
You feel a tug on you, Wick.
Tiger Bane will extrude Wick from the mouth of the creature.
It is quite dark in there. I cannot see,
Did you
even with
fumble?
my magical eyes.
Really?
Disconcerting.
Wonder if
Hmm.
stonework.
You could maybe feel around in there, see if you feel anything, but I don't know if we want to tempt fate.
I do. Would you be able to cast Moonbeam in there? Maybe that could pierce the darkness.
Would I be able to cast Moonbeam in there?
Well,
Oh,
if
man,
it's
we
a
can't
point
see
that
where
you
it
can
is.
see, I suppose you could if you were to see inside the mouth.
Stan will take a quick look in there, see total darkness, and for science, let's get one Trobum Lunae out here.
Alright. As
See
you go
if
to cast
anything can be
Moonbeam
seen.
inside, the Moonbeam pierces into the darkness, and you see as the darkness kind of abates, and you are able to see that there is a circular cavern that's inside of here. But
Also,
there's
we
really
can't-
nothing else inside there.
We can't see the map, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. I have you on the wrong thing. Let me just go ahead and hit you over here proper. My apologies.
Yeah, I was gonna say something, but I figured it was intentional.
Yeah,
Eh.
same.
There you are.
It's okay. Theater of the mind works.
Yep. Yep. As
Well,
you're like I said,
Yeah.
basically this is what you see inside here, Dan, and anybody else that looks inside.
I see a completely empty cave with nothing inside.
Hmm.
Oh,
Well, that
okay.
means it's not a danger then.
And I think we cleared the one dangerous thing out of it.
That we did.
So, question. Isn't character, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
Do you think that skeleton is still there?
He might be, but we have masks now.
Yes, that's not what worries me, Wick. If he's going, there might be others. Like if anyone looks at Zeno, you notice he's actually kind of shaking, and you could probably guess that he's kind of afraid of skeletons.
And
I
as-
walk
it's
I walk
okay.
over here and look over here. Is the skeleton still there?
Yep, he's still there. And actually, let me reveal a little bit more as you make your way to the balcony.
He's just boning about.
As we do.
Boning it down.
It's okay, you have two holy people here. I can make them pop. No bones about it.
Fantastic.
And I'll go ahead.
He just
and,
looks at Wick, smiles, and goes, "I needed that. Thank you very much, my friend."
You are welcome.
I'll read
Like-
this once more for anybody that wants to.
I wish I had a character who did puns now. Shit.
A grand chamber opens ahead, 50 feet across and plunging down into darkness below. A stone balcony winds around the walls to connect 4 archways. Other balcony levels are visible below, with corridors radiating off in all directions. To the north, a stone staircase descends to the lower levels. And I'll just reveal this for Yuki because she can see. 5, 10, 15, 20. Yep.
Dog vision.
It's the skeleton at this point just kind of saunters over here. You see it take a 5-foot step over to here, and it stops and it goes and turns to the wall to the north. And you see it take 1 step with its foot, and it begins to walk up the wall, just casually.
Ah.
Well, that's
See?
alarming.
See, that shit is why I hate these things.
Wick just turns to the wall, puts his foot on the wall, tries to step, falls on his back.
That
Yep.
doesn't work.
Well, that's something you don't see every day.
I just imagine Zeno just yelling at the skeleton, going, "Adhere to physics, you fucking asshole!"
Exactly. That's actually kind of what he's thinking. Really, he's like, okay. Apparently, laws of physics don't apply to skeletons. What the fuck is going on now?
True.
And you see as it starts to walk up the wall, there's an 8-foot high ceiling. You actually see it walk on the ceiling, and it begins to walk further down into the hallway, out of sight.
On the wall?
On the ceiling.
On the ceiling.
Well, you don't have to be afraid. It literally just walked away from us.
It's probably just a spider skeleton. Maybe.
Better.
Spiders don't have skeletons.
They don't?
No, it's an exoskeleton.
What's that?
So, like, our bones
Please
are on the
don't say-
inside, theirs are on the outside.
Oh, that's probably why they're delicious when you roast them on a fire. Huh.
So
Huh.
which way should
I'm gonna
we go?
saunter on over and take a peek behind this corner.
All right.
You know-
You take a peek around that. Let me reveal more of this for you.
As you're doing that, Zeno just looks determined. You know, I would never have thought to eat a spider, but I guess that is a good source of protein.
Well, the bigger the spider, the richer the meat is normally.
Yep.
Shayla
At least-
loves the things.
Ah, sorry. At least you see the hallway goes around the corner to your left, and it goes further down. Looks like it starts to open up a little bit, just out of the range of your vision.
She'll relay that to Yuki, who will probably relay that to Dan.
We'll then relay that to everybody around him.
Okay, well, let's first get an idea of what's around here if anyone wants to follow me.
Okie dokie.
I'll be at your side.
Me.
Alright, do I see anything else now, Milla?
Let's see. Which way are you looking?
Probably around what looks like it's a corner. You said there were archways.
Yep. There's the archway that you all walked out of. There's the archway that was directly across from where you entered in, over here. There's the archway that at least Yuki went up to, and then there's one more on the northeast side of this of this balcony.
Okay.
If this is a fence, I would like to look down.
Okay. Let me go ahead and reveal more of that for you, Wick. As... Oh, where is that? You stare and look down towards the bottom, and the first thing that you notice is you see... Hold on. I gotta find the right description for those things.
I have never seen these things before. That's awesome.
I like how they have like a faded version of the room below. That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Is this all like an inbuilt map? Like, is this like some kind of Scantron out of a book or something?
Yep.
I believe so.
Possibly.
Rad.
Anyway, at the bottom of the grand staircase, a resonant mechanical rumbling animates from a dark shaft opening up in the middle of this. Actually, that's just out of sight. Four cylindrical stone pedestals rise up from the bottom of the shaft, each 10 feet tall, 5 feet wide, and squatting atop each pedestal is a large four-armed gargoyle. That's the first thing you notice. And the next thing you notice, a hunched figure glares up at you from the balcony below, wearing a mask that is a replica of the double face of the tomb entrance. Without saying the word, the figure vanishes out of sight. It steps out of
It's
sight.
not good.
It was a person with a mask.
What kind of mask? Like ours?
Well, it looked like a devil mask.
Hmm.
Hmm.
And there's a gargoyle. It was very spooky.
Is he still down there?
I cannot see them.
We must assume that he is.
Well, maybe if we take the stairs down, we could check that area out.
I'm going to assume, aside from the artifacts, Hazi Nobalak and the others, we should treat everyone else in here as hostile, yes?
Well, probably.
I mean,
Unless
anything that
proven otherwise.
I don't think anything's gonna be necessarily alive in here, because this place has been sealed for like what, a few thousand years.
All right.
Also,
Yeah.
you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and put this mask thingy on. I don't know when we're gonna see people, but
This is just gonna pop it on.
I'm invisible.
I was about to say, Mill, I went a little bit further down this hallway to see if I can see further.
Yep. Let's see.
Gonna be in a lot of trouble if you encounter a trap and you're on your own.
All right.
If
A
you
rusting statue of a knight. Actually, did you see this? You see there's as you're stepping forward, you see towards the end of this hallway bits of rusted, flakes of rust at the end.
A dungeon car.
Beep beep. Welcome to Earth.
Can't believe we're gonna find a Honda Civic.
How
Or
can
a
we
Honda
betray?
Odyssey.
I was about to say, how can we betray something that has been so kind to so many millennials?
Guys, we're not finding just any car. We're finding the cars from Kingdom Hearts 2 from the Timeless River stage.
Oh no!
Can I,
Those are the most annoying enemies.
Exactly.
can I perception from here to see if I can tell if anything looks like it's trapped?
Sure. Perception check real quick.
Han.
You can't really see much. There's maybe a flicker of something, but it's just out of your range of your dark vision. All right.
Yeah.
Now let me go ahead and give you a proper description of this room.
15.
A rusting statue of a knight stands at the west end of this hall, gripping a large iron shield. Shards and flakes of rusted metal cover the floor around the statue's feet.
Does the statue look familiar at all to me or anyone?
Let's see. It basically looks like a nondescript knight. Helm's down, just carrying the shield. Basically, kind of very a generic looking one. Probably wouldn't be of anyone in particular.
Okay. Relay to Yuki. That relays to Dan. That relays to the rest of the party.
Yep.
So I feel we should all just pick a direction. We've got a lot of choices. Downstairs towards Elise. That way. Straight ahead. What are we feeling?
Well, we have already seen 2 enemies.
One tried to ambush one tried to ambush us, and the other one is either not aware of our presence or is setting up something downstairs.
I think we should probably go downstairs so that they cannot set up any traps. Or not get as far with setting up traps. They already know we are here.
Yeah, I'd rather deal with the present problem. So
I think I'm by myself because if something happens with my magic, that way none of you get affected.
Then let's greet that creature in the manner in which we are expected.
Alright, I'll message Yuki to let Elise know.
Yep, you hear back from Yuki, Elise. Hey, it sounds like they want to go downstairs.
Alright, she'll return and head back and join up the rest of everybody.
Alright.
Alright. I'm gonna go downstairs.
We're all gonna go downstairs.
Okay, well, time for me to go ahead and switch over to the next map. Wow, this is surprisingly quick.
I just imagine Dan's like, okay, just flips off the side of the railing.
well, he does have his broom.
Yeah, exactly.
I just saw the wing when I was like, oh, that's
Did you guys see that part of Doctor Strange where he jumps off the building and uses the cloak and just starts flying? That's what I imagine Dad just did.
Guys, watch me do a sick flip. Jumps over, broom comes and picks him up.
Yo, check it out, I'm Tony Hawk.
Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and drink you guys on over to the next level. You go ahead and place yourselves along the stairs right here.
There.
Since I flew over, would I be like right here?
Oh, I get it. This is up the stairs, and this is...
this is down the stairs to this level.
Yeah, you see
okay,
over
so
there.
this is
this
down.
place.
Oh, this is down, okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so that.
Yeah, but this up here is the stairs from the next first level, so you guys are currently along here.
Oh, okay.
We were right there. Like, Jesus, how freaking big is this place?
So the me flying down.
About a bit.
And
Yep.
Yuki.
And as you get to that point, you see on the wall over here, there's actually, it looks like a plaque.
I'll take a look at that, see what it says.
All right. I'm going to have to go ahead and find that handout. X warnings.
Meanwhile, Enoch's starting to just get the scope of this place and realize, I hope there's something we can eat in here.
Do you not have rations?
Oh yeah, that is this.
Yeah, but I don't see anything alive. You know, something we could hunt like we've been doing for food. It might become a problem.
Everyone, I found a plaque with a riddle on it.
Oh, joy.
Alright, and as you make your way over to there, I'll reveal this hallway.
Oh, that's pleasant.
There's that. I'll just give a better description for the room for people that have dark vision. The walls and floor of this 15-foot square room are cracked and carved with images of terrified humanoids falling. Set into the middle of the floor is a stone bas-relief of a bearded devil face, painted green. Forlorn cries echo from the black void of its gaping maw.
Do I go into that one's mouth too?
Please don't.
I think it's full, judging by the screaming.
And you'll see
Oh, okay.
that this hallway continues on, it looks like, to an intersection.
All right,
By the way,
so
when I move myself right now, Zeno is hugging the wall. He's like, I don't want anything to happen to me this time because I made that mistake before.
Well, we gotta make it down to the bottom. We're wasting time for whatever happens to that guy.
anybody want to know about the riddle?
Yes.
There's a riddle? Yes.
Yep.
Tell me.
The ring is a path to another tomb. The dead abhor sunlight. Only a jewel can tame the frog. Bow as the dead god intoned. Into darkness descend.
Well, at least we got all of those random gems, so we have some that might help with a frog, which thinks back to the frog hemoth. Ugh.
We do have jewels. I don't know if it's the same one.
I am
may-
curious about the dead god. And who we'll have to bow to.
Well, we're technically in a tomb of 9 gods, so Enoch shrugs.
Well, it tells us to descend into the darkness. I think we're just supposed to keep going downstairs.
Good a plan as any, I suppose.
Yep.
Although, what if we're supposed to get a ring? Do you think this big guy has a ring?
No,
Oh, no.
Wick.
God damn it.
I just imagine that Enoch just scurried over Tyrant Bane to get to Wick.
Again, like, meanwhile, me and Darren is looking at this thing. Okay, so I wonder what that means. Do we have to go further down? Like, am I getting that right?
I mean, that makes the most sense. If you're descending, you'd have to go down. And this is a pretty dark area, so it makes the most sense.
Speaking of that, I could float a firebolt down there, see if we can see anything.
Guys, there's a body over here.
There's
Yeah,
what?
so let me go ahead and describe this room for you, Elise. At a four-way intersection, the corridors to the north and south curve upward and out of sight, but with no rails or steps to allow them to be climbed. The corpse of a half-human, half-goat creature in robes sprawls 10 feet to the north. It grips a staff tipped with a bronze goat's head. And let me go ahead and reveal more for down this hallway too. And you see at the other end of this hallway, there's another chamber that opens up.
You can just walk up to this guy and inspect, see what else he has on him besides the staff.
All right. Let me just go ahead and do that. As you're kind of looking up this half man, half goat, his robes are ink stained, and he's very, very bloody looking. And I guess if you want to, give me give me a medicine check, I guess.
Yeah, 19.
As you're kind of looking him over, You see there's a lot of arrows that have been shot into his back and his sides, and lots of large slash marks on it. Possibly from various weapons that
This
cut into
man,
him.
yeah, this man was attacked probably.
And as you're looking at him as he's laying on his side, you see on his left arm is a band that is just a simple yellow band on his arm.
Yeah. Well, he's gonna just pop that off and then go ahead and I don't think I want to touch that. Which one of us was the one with Mage Hand again? Was it Dan or Zeno?
It's me.
Oh, he's just gonna yell down the corridor. Zeno, can I borrow you for a second?
What was that? Huh?
Need your Mage Hand.
Oh, okay. Walks down. What's going on?
She's gonna point to the body and point to the staff. Can you
That
get
is
that?
that is indeed a dead body.
Also, I found this, and she holds up the band.
Hmm. All right. So you said like staff, right?
Yeah. It was what was it? It was a staff with like a goat's head on the top.
Mm-hmm.
Zeno is going to grab it with the mage hand. Or
All
try
right.
to.
Yeah, you mage hand it, and yeah, easy enough. You managed to lift up the staff.
I didn't know if it was magical and was gonna curse us like the last thing, so I figured this was the safest bet.
No, I get you. I get you.
So while that's going on, Wick,
Mhm.
Enoch, Tyrant Bane.
Mm-hmm.
Wick, please, just at least let me see if there's bad magic in there, okay?
Okay.
All right, Enoch will throw up detect magic.
Okay. From the Devil's Face, you are able to detect evocation and illusion magic.
Oh, okay, Wick. If we go in there, we have to be very, very careful. It's got the explodey magic and also that magic that Dan likes to use to trick people.
Up game real quick, since I'm now following Elise. Do we both see this checkerboard hall or room?
Yep. Yeah, let me just flash over to real quick to what you see for that.
Hey, Dan, you might want to get over here. There's a room in here that looks like a tomb.
All right.
This room smells of wine. On a checkerboard marble floor, a gilded coffin sparkles in sunlight streaming down from the chamber's vaulted ceiling, which arches 12 feet overhead. 4 huge stone gargoyle heads, their mouths agape, protrude from the walls.
Zeno sniffing the wine. All right, whoever this guy was, he knew how to party.
Shoot.
Alright, so, Tyrant Bane, Wick, Enoch.
Yep. I'm gonna cast Spine Traps.
Again, like the first time you went to cast it, and you actually know this as you do, Wick, you know that the spell fails.
He blinks.
Huh. Well, that's unfortunate.
Question, does that also take a spell slot?
I'll be generous and say it does not.
Okay.
Finetraps.exe failed to launch.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to submit an error report?
As a matter of fact, I would.
Submit all error reports to Shanti.
All right.
I'm gonna go ahead and do another trap check in here.
Okay, where's... Let's see. Yeah, choice of either, What exactly are you looking at in here? Just
Basically the floor, pretty much. If there's anything that I would step on that would like trigger any like arrows or anything like that.
okay. Sure. Give me an investigation check.
13.
Yeah, you don't detect any traps on the floor.
Zeno, do you want to try, or should I just head up there?
I was gonna say, ask if I could try above game to see if I see anything. Like, my investigation's not the best, but you never know. So that's up to you, Miller. Can I roll?
I'm sorry. Were you looking to
See if I can
Look
see
around.
any traps or anything like that.
I could also look. I've got a +4 to investigation.
Sure.
Actually, I'll give him advantage because I only have +1.
Let's see, that would be a 20.
20. Yeah, you don't detect any traps in here either.
Nope, doesn't look like there's any floor panels or anything that's sticking up.
I'm just gonna walk up to this. This is like a casket or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah, it's the four of you are looking in here. There's like I said, as you're looking up, you see there's sunlight that's just kind of basking this coffin.
Do we want to try to push it open like the last one, or?
Yeah, I guess we have to, huh?
We will attempt to push it open.
Dan will watch you push it open with his very poor strength check.
I have a 10, so like this is not gonna go that well. But let's fucking.
I have a
try.
9.
I have a,
I'm watching.
I have a 12.
All right,
Alright.
let's try it. There's my strength roll.
Yuki might have a better shot.
That's a nat 20.
Well, never mind.
And that's 20. Okay, as you're going to push this coffin lid open, the first thing you realize as you go to budget, it's not budget like it's on the side. Give me a perception check real quick.
Deception, go. That's an 11. There was a nat 20 on there for a second. I got excited.
As you're looking it over, you see there's actually a hinge on this coffin that's actually on your side, Zeno. As you're going to push it open, it's like, oh,
it just hinges open. Everyone get on this side.
Mhm.
oh, the hinge is on your side you're currently at. So,
Oh, we're getting it on the other side.
yep, the hinge is on
There
your
we
side.
Oh, I'm just gonna move.
I just look, it has this push sign written on it, not a pull.
It's hovering in the air, at least. He just keeps
So,
moving around each other. Oh, sorry. Oh, hold on.
all right, so Zeno, I assume you're still going to attempt to open the coffin.
I want to keep that nat 20 if possible. It's like
Sure. As you go to open the coffin, you swing it open, and the light shines down and reveals a placard that is inside this coffin. And on the inside of the coffin, it says, "Drown your sorrows." And at this point, I need everybody, let me just get this up, to roll initiative.
Boy, it sure is a shame
Drown your
that you're
sorrows.
missing some of your people.
Yeah.
Oh, damn it. I forgot to click again. Whoops.
On the plus side, at least we outnumber this.
Bad news, it's nothing but AoE spells.
I mean, Zeno's already in the room.
Yeah, and so am I.
Alright. As you guys begin to slowly hear grinding as... I'm just gonna go ahead and reveal this. You see a stone column begin to descend from the ceiling towards the entrance. So... Alright. Let's see who's up on the initiative first. we'll just
Oh.
say that Tyrant Bane or
I rolled a 19, but I forgot to click my token. Sorry.
let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit of flair for this. Actually, we'll keep it silent as there's just stone grinding on something from there. Let's see. Dan rolled a 19. Let me go ahead and add your token. 19. And then I forgot to grab those two. It's fine. They're basically standing with Tyrant Bane and Enoch and Wick. So, let's go ahead and start this. Dan, you hear the stone slowly start to begin to descend. What do you do?
It's you said it at the entrance right here.
Yep.
I'm just gonna fly out of here.
All right.
Yeah, it seems like a good place not to be. Let's go. Let's go, Elise.
I'd rather
All
not
right.
drown. Thanks.
Whee!
All right. So,
Wait. Oh,
yeah,
we're in
going
initiative.
through
Where are we?
initiative.
Damn it.
Wick, you hear some shouting and you hear stone grinding coming from the passage behind you. What do you do?
Dang it, I was hoping I didn't hear. Wait, can I roll to not hear?
I mean, perception check, I guess.
Can I do an ignorance check?
Can I do an ignorance check?
Anti-perception. Huh. I choose to fail the perception check.
I choose to ignore this.
Instead, he's going to just closely examine this thing.
I know
All right.
nothing.
He
He will take Enoch's advice, and for once, he will not just blindly touch it.
All right. How close are you getting to it?
Probably still very. He's not gonna. He's not touching it, but he is still rather close.
So within 5 feet, you'd say?
Yeah, probably.
As you get within 5 feet of this, erupting from the mouth is... You see a swarm of bats just erupt out from the maw of this thing. Well, it's a good thing we kept initiative going, so...
Ah, wait, mice!
So you see these bats swarm out of there. What do you do?
Oh, I mean, I don't want to hurt you. Go, shoo, shoo,
All
shoo.
So you're gonna attempt to shoo.
Yes, it's just I don't know. Animal. I don't freaking know what that'd be.
Sure, animal handling, I guess. A
Dang it.
5.
5.
Okay.
5 to shoe them.
Actually, let me get some good combat music on this, I guess.
The bats. You're not the boss of us. Here.
Yeah, this will work for now, for considering how this is. Tyrant Bane. It's your turn.
Yes. Alright. There are bats.
We'll see, they fly and they start to swarm around the Wick at this point. And Wick's just like, shoo, shoo, go away.
Can I intimidate the bats to leave?
Intimidation check?
That's a 21 to intimidate the bats.
Well then.
I'm going to light up my sword and just moo angrily.
Alright. Should roll for the bats initiative. Huh. Okay. Anything else for your turn then?
Oh, I thought that was an action to intimidate the bats to get them to leave.
Yep, I'll say that was an action.
Free action, drag Hoofenstone. There you go. End turn.
Alright. Well, it's the bat's turn. And... Sorry, Wick, I have to move you out of the way for a second so I can access that token.
Oh, good.
They start to... Chirps, angry chirps are flying as he begins to fly out of the... out of this hallway and into the main atrium.
Wick just proxied into the wall.
Alright, so...
Rick does that.
we'll say the bats are out of initiative. That'll bring us to Elise.
Dash action.
All right, you managed to dash your way out through there. All right, Enoch.
Okay, well, now all the bats are gone and Wick seems safe. Alright, do we want to step in further in there?
Wick's gently vibrating.
Okay, Enoch will preemptively just get up here to stand next to where Wick when he expects the giant head.
Right.
And I guess he'll turn his hand into a sword just to be on the safe side. So bonus action, and that'll end my turn.
All right, Zeno. The store is about halfway closed at this point, or the stone column is about blocking off half the passageway at this point.
Yugi, let's bolt.
All right. Next up will be Yuki.
Okay, I'm right here.
Yuki is in the best position, being the smallest among us. Just gonna dash all the way to here.
All right.
Okay, I want there to be a fun flavor thing. Yugi has a bow in her mouth, and she drops it and goes and picks it up before the door closes all the way.
Like Indiana Jones with his hat, but it's a bow.
Exactly.
All right. So, I'm just gonna move that as the door slams, or as the stone column slams shut. It manages to seal off the passageway that lies behind it.
As the room begins to fill with wine.
Well, that's not our problem anymore.
And that'll bring us
Yes.
out of initiative.
Is Zeno still holding that goat staff with his mage hand?
Yeah, it actually never left the room. It's just been there right here the entire time.
Yep.
Huh.
Sure.
Because I'm like, I don't want that anything anywhere near me, just in case something happens. You guys
So-
blame me enough for a lot of other shit.
Do we still see the bats?
The bats have flown up out of sight.
Okay.
Let me see if I'm on the right. Yeah.
So what's the deal with the staff?
It
Guy-
was on that body over there. I don't know what it does.
I mean, I could do identify, see if it's magical or anything, or...
Please,
Actually-
that way I don't feel uncomfortable holding it. That's why it's been over here this whole time.
Alright. This is going to take a bit, about 10 minutes. Hopefully, rest of the group doesn't set anything off while I do that.
Speaking of which,
Cuts to Wick.
Okay, I guess this time, once again, just gonna look inside the mouth, and if he's gotta touch it, he is touching it.
We're back over here to the mouth.
Yep, you touch this. You touch around this mouth, and yeah, there's magical darkness inside of it. And Enoch, yeah, as you're getting a better look, definitely evocation and illusion magic are definitely inside the mouth of this thing.
Okay, so Wick, if it's gonna do anything bad, it'll come out of the inside of the mouth.
Gotcha.
He's gonna dive in.
Wait. I'm gonna grab one of your legs.
I imagine he's like already halfway through diving, and you just barely catch his leg.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm grabbing. At least a toesy, just a toesy. That way, just in case anything happens, I can pull you back.
I just realized we're 2.5 men, only much more literal because you're a minotaur.
It's true. I'm the 1.5 part.
It's not even two. I was just saying, it's not even 2.5 men because Wick's a pumpkin.
Pumpkin and cow.
It's
The
1.5 men.
The gourd father, I'll have you know.
I doubt that this will matter in this particular case, but he does still have that mask on.
Villa for flavor, I'd like to think that Kawasha and Orbex had absolutely no idea what just happened as they just came down the stairs.
Yeah. Oh, one more thing I forgot to mention, at least. As you were looking around that body, You did notice that it was holding. It appears to be a journal of some sort, or some sort of book was being held in his clutches.
I actually take that too.
Okay.
So I have the band and the journal, and we have the staff mage handed.
Mm-hmm.
We'll figure out what happens with the statue eventually.
All right.
Yeah.
So, as I understand it, what are you guys exactly looking to do?
Looks in the mouth.
You're just jumping right into the mouth?
Yep.
It's like Zeno and Dan are just waiting to see what this identifier
Okay.
is to actually drop this thing.
Well, give me just a hot second here, as I gotta do something real quick here.
It's doing his identify ritual. I know they're going to trigger something. I'm just wondering if I'll get to finish first.
I'm
They
sorry.
have wig. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when.
I'm sorry,
Elise
you guys
is-
literally just triggered an entire deaf room. How about you slow your roll?
Elise is
You
just
don't
walking.
know that!
You don't? And we escaped it very easily.
And you don't know what
That's
the
all
hell
I'm
we're
saying.
doing because you haven't looked down this hallway.
Elise is just walking over here, turns the corner, is like, so we just evaded being drowned by what, and then just stops as she sees Wick jump into the mouth.
I mean, it's amazing you managed to do all that considering we haven't had any time to actually resolve anything in this room.
Yeah. I imagine all this is going on at the exact same time, pretty much.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So Dan, I have some dice. You want to just play dice while we're waiting on this? Or you have to...
I mean, I gotta focus on this, but yeah, I can probably free up a hand to roll some dice.
So Wick jumps into the mouth. What happens?
Well, I am having to resolve that as I'm having to reveal this because this goes down to an entirely different floor.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
As I'm gonna have to drag this over for everybody currently because only Wick is gonna be falling into this place. Because I'm not sure how to do it separately. But Wick, you fall 10 feet, and the first thing that happens is you take 4 points of falling damage.
Sorry, Tyrone Bane, I think you only have a shoe.
As you land, we'll say right here. As 4 torches illuminate stone sphinxes crouched in the corners of this 15-foot high room. The torches cast flickering light across hieroglyphs carved into the tiled floor. At the center of the room, a golden light funeral barge stands atop a 3-foot tall stone dais. Resting on the deck of the barge is a small golden sarcophagus decorated with horned rabbits. A dark shaft, which you just fell out from, opens in the ceiling directly above the barge, while to the south, a corridor is visible through a set of fangs carved into the wall. The skeleton of a dwarf sprawls on the floor east of the barge, clad in a tattered yellow turban and dusty chainmail, and clutching a bronze shield. As, oh god, I have to figure out what happens. I wasn't expecting to get this far.
As the DM has to go ahead and read the module.
Yes.
Sorry. The
Do
boy
you
is
just
on-
want to go ahead and take a $5 while you just go ahead and just read ahead, see what you got?
Yeah, this seems like a good place to take a break while I read up and resolve what happens.
I figured it'd be the best for you because I've been
Yeah.
in this situation too.
Yeah.
That is
Alright.
fine. I'm gonna go brush my teeth then. I'll be right back.
I gotta. Oh, brush your toothers. You gotta brush your toothers.
I'm gonna get some agua.
Make your pearly whites pearly.
We support good dental hygiene on this stream. How you doing, chat? Hope you're all having a good time.
I love how like, you guys are actually doing something while we and Dan are just there, just literally rolling a deep or like rolling bones or just like waiting for the 10 minutes to pass.
And I'll reveal that reminds me there's another handout which I have to reveal for Wick because they are in this room.
Ugh. Trust me, I know exactly how you feel, Milla. Earlier this week, I had to help somebody look through I want to say it was Wild Beyond the Witchlight to find some stuff. And dear lord, are these books disorganized. It's almost like you need to permanently have like a hard bookmark set to the app index. Whew.
There we are. That is currently what Wick sees as he is in the room.
Ah, then I'll switch off of the BRB screen to let everybody in the chat see. As I organize all of our boxes now. Oh, we got a lot of moving parts. Oh, wait a second. This is a puzzle, and Wick's the only one there.
Mm-hmm.
How big is this mouth again?
About 5 foot diameter.
Okay. Well, time to debate doing something foolish. Though, while I've got a chance, I am going to step away for a quick second to use the restroom. I will be right back.
Mm-hmm.
It's just me, chat. I'm alone.
I have returned.
Hey, there you are. Hey, someone that you talk to, thank God.
Wait, are you all the only one left here right now?
I think I am.
Ah. Well, if Vaughn's not here, that means I can pun, and I have a D&D themed one today, not from the calendar. You know, some people say rolling for stats in D&D is old-fashioned and unforgiving, but I think it builds character.
I mean,
That it does.
so far I'm having an interesting time because not a single game have I done stats the same way, no matter what I'm doing. I've done 2d6 plus 6. I've done 4d6, ignore the lowest, reroll 1s. I've done point buy here. And if I get pulled into any other games, I'm sure it'll be a whole nother system.
Yeah. I've mostly done point buy and roll d4s, or 4d6s and drop the fourth.
One that I saw that actually was really interesting is you basically give yourself 6 or you give yourself 12 at all times, and then you roll one. You just roll 1d6 and see what the extra is.
Also, my apologies, Mila. I realized you told me I took fall damage. How much fall damage did I take?
4.
I was so distracted by looking over the room that it did not occur to me that I should
Right,
change
yeah.
my damage.
Now that people are here, I'm going to give myself some water real quick.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and grab your token there too, Wick.
Ooh.
Yes,
Ooh.
you get plopped right there.
We got a fancy floor.
I see no map.
I have you at BRB screen until everybody's ready to come back. So
Ah, okay, fair
I
enough.
do have the map pulled up on my end. So let's see.
That's a lot of funny pictures.
You brushed your teeth really fast. Do you have an electric toothbrush or something?
I do not.
Damn,
I just have a normal toothbrush. But no,
You do everything so fast.
Well, I mean, I switched some mouthwash in. I went to go grab my water, spit it out, and then just, brushed the rest of my teeth as I was gone.
I want to see you cook really fast. You probably cook a chicken by slapping it and it's already done. Like,
Did you ever see
Slap
that?
it onto the iron cask.
Did you ever see that one Twitter or Tumblr post that Superman could slap a chicken and cook it fully?
Yes.
Superman can do anything and cook it fully.
It's true. If you can think of it, Superman has probably done it.
Yes.
He has. He has eaten 1,000 hamburgers in a single sitting.
He was also made in Ohio.
Huh, neat. I do know that his creator was Jewish.
Yep.
They came
And-
from Cleveland? I want to say Cleveland.
Like, that got a little bit of flack because apparently, like, there was people that were not keen on him being against the Nazis back in the day.
Fuck those people.
Oh, what did? I'll tell you what did make me happy. Oh, that fluffy dog. Look at that dog. That dog looks like it's shaggy with floppy ears. It looks like it's made from bronze. Ooh.
There's a fluffy dog where
Oh, on this video I was watching.
I thought you meant in the sarcophagus, and I'm like, I didn't see a dog in here anywhere. Where's the dog?
I'd immediately
Or
not
hi,
trust
Rico.
that dog. Something nice and wholesome in the Tomb of Annihilation? No.
No, not at all. Although that would be hilarious. The one wholesome thing, there's just a random puppy in here for no reason.
A Surak made it immortal, put in there just to taunt people. They'll never trust it.
it's the same time. Like, it's actually Sir or familiar, just like Yuki, and like the two instantly just become best friends.
We meet a Sarek, find out that the puppy is a Sarek's familiar, and Dan's like, oh, well, now I feel weird about this. You seem like a decent person, if not for the whole, you know.
You know, all of this.
Black Day, Countless Undead. If it wasn't for all of the horrifying crimes against reality you've committed, you might be an okay person. I mean, you like dogs.
This is the dog. Look at that dog.
All right. Well, I think
That
I'm all set.
is a very fluffy dog.
True.
So, I think I'm all set to get into back into the session if everyone else is ready.
Hell yeah, I'm ready.
Real quick, because I actually know what type of a dog this is. That is a Spricker Spaniel. They are the direct cousins of the Cocker Spaniel.
I'll take
That's-
that.
It's the dog that the lady from Lady and the Tramp is based off of, actually.
I'll buy your whole stock.
All right. So, Wick,
Yeah.
you find yourself in this room with a barge with a sarcophagus on it. The 4 sphinxes in the corridor, 4 torches. The body of a dwarven man who's sprawled out on the floor to your east, as well as a passageway just behind him.
Okay, so the hole is obviously above me. And he's just gonna call up, I'm okay.
I'm glad!
Do you see anything down there?
Well, there's a sarcophagus in the boat. There's a floor with a lot of funny pictures on it. There's a dead body. There's a hallway I can't quite see over there. And
You said there were rabbit statues around me?
Yeah, specifically the sarcophagus on the funeral barge. The sarcophagus is adorned with rabbits with horns on them.
And yeah, there's rabbits.
Do they have
Okay.
horns?
Yes, they do.
Okay, Wick, that's one of the 9 gods.
Okie dokie.
Now, Tyrant Bane, I'm gonna hand him some rope. I'm
Okay.
gonna go down there because I don't want to leave Wick alone.
It's understandable.
If you feel 2 tugs on this, pull back up immediately.
You got it.
All right.
And I will brace myself and wrap it around my forearm. I got you.
Okay, I'm gonna go through the mouth and try to head down to help Wick.
All right. Give me an athletics check to climb the rope. Now.
Alrighty. Athletics. And since I never moved my floating +1, there's a +1 to this. So 7. Boy, I'm lucky.
7. Well,
Lucky luck boy.
Wick, you see the rope go to slide down, and Enoch, you get a few hand grips, but you immediately lose your grip as you slide down and you fall. Let me go ahead and place you again. Over there.
Yeah, I just imagine Enoch just
You
falls
take-
and like straight backed on the coffin, just. Gah!
You take 3 points of falling damage from that.
I'm okay.
I felt the rope tug twice before you screamed. Do you want me to pull up?
Not yet.
Understandable.
Have a nice day.
Have a great day. All right, Enoch.
All right.
Um,
I'm just here, holding a rope
while you're
in
in
front of a
here,
demon's mouth. Nothing more.
before. Oh, I'm sorry, Rabbit. Didn't mean to talk about
No. Just fucking with
I have a bad habit of that. I'm sorry. I really need to stop that. But
all good.
I'm just trying to see because I believe you have your magic sight up on you. The statues of the sphinxes that are in the corner. You detect all 4 of them radiate abjuration and conjuration magic.
So the statues, not the sarcophagus.
Yes, the statues themselves radiate those 2 magics. You do detect a faint aura of let's see. You do detect a faint source of evocation magic coming from within inside the sarcophagus.
Okay. So I got a faint sense of the danger magic, but it's inside the sarcophagus, not from it, so it might be one of those magic-y items. But he points to each of the statues. Those are glowing with magic too, so I'm not sure if they're gonna do something.
Well, there's a lot of funny pictures on the floor. Maybe they do something.
True. Though I'm half wondering if those are traps leading up to this point, like everything else.
Maybe. We could try to lift the sarcophagus.
Is there anything on the sarcophagus as far as symbols go?
Just the Almirage depictions that are on it.
Should we try to lift it?
I think that's possibly our best bet. Also, Mill, I don't really have control of my token.
I'm sorry. Go ahead and click and drag your own in there then, because
Okay.
I just dragged it from the compendium.
There we go. But yeah, alright, Wick, on 3. And
Let's see.
does this one have hinges?
As you look around the sarcophagus, give me an investigation check.
Oh, okay. 23.
You don't notice any hinges that are on the sarcophagus.
Alright, so let's just push.
You go to push the sarcophagus, it does not budge. The lid of the sarcophagus, it does not budge. Or it does not budge.
Yeah, I think it does barge.
It is
It
a
is
barge,
not-
but it does not budge.
It is a boat.
Alright, well... let's maybe try some of these floor things. Let me try to remember what I can about the Almirage, the bunny with the horns.
Do you think you need to spell out his name? That would be very hard. I don't see any bunny pictures.
Yeah.
And it looks like the dwarf over there died on a foot.
Okay, well, we can maybe try to avoid the feats. I guess Enoch will go, like, point to the one over... oh, crap, just enlarge that. The one right here, which is a toucan, it looks like.
Yeah.
The toucan or the vulture, you say?
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought it looked like a vulture.
As you take a 5-foot step onto that, springing up from the floor at the entrance, a stone column rises and blocks the only other way out of this room.
Uh-oh.
This is why I brought a rope.
It's true. Okay, so update. There's a wall in our way in the other exit.
He's just shouting it.
Yeah, Tyrant Bane, you might want to try wrapping the rope around the mouth of the thing, or the statue.
Very well. I'll give it my best go. And I will affix the rope to the demon, devil, angry thing.
All right.
And here comes 400 pounds of beef, y'all.
All right. Give me an athletics check to climb down the rope.
You freaking got it. That's a 23.
You manage to climb down, and you basically find yourself right on this end of the funeral barge.
Which one? Highlight it for me?
Right here.
Okay.
Tyrant Bane's the only one who didn't fall.
So far.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
I mean, to be fair, Wick always throws caution to the wind. Poor Enoch's always unlucky.
Yeah, fair
So,
point.
so what do I need to do here?
We don't know. We think we have to step on the pictures.
Yeah. We also know that the statues might do something.
Is there, like...
That fellow over there looks like some kind of explorer. Is he holding anything?
As you
Yep.
take a one step right there, Tyrant Bane. All right. Oh boy. Immediately, as you take one step right there, you see all four of the Sphinx statues, their maws just begin to erupt. And especially in a particular nightmare of wit, you see there is a swarm of locusts that just erupts, and it develops a 15-foot square immediately around Tyrant Bane, and it's also gonna hit you. I need the two of you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Hey, you get a +3 to that, Wick.
Okay. 16.
Oh, actually, I'm sorry. There's actually no
23.
save for this. It's just gonna be a flat roll. Oh god, this is gonna hurt. My apologies for that. So, 1, 2, 3, 4.
This is what I get for being concerned about another life, damn it.
21.
Welcome to being a paladin.
Eesh. Okay, so 41 points of piercing. 41 points of piercing damage as these.
Are you
locusts
fucking
climb
out
down.
of your mind?
Odd!
And that was for me and Tyrant Bane?
Yes.
So...
So we're basically gonna have to have you guys roll initiative again in order to try and get out of there. So yeah, go ahead and let me clear the initiative tracker.
41.
Again, Dad, me and you are just standing in that hallway.
Yeah, nothing's
Yeah,
going
you,
on our next
you guys have 10 minutes worth of that freaking spell. Lord.
Alright, I got a 4.
Alright.
16.
41! I just scooted!
10. For whatever reason, it didn't put me on the tracker, but 10.
Yeah. Let me go ahead and add you. Turn there.
Actually, I can't control my guy either.
That's why, because, again, I dragged it from the compendium,
Yep,
so...
there we go.
Yeah, let me just do that.
Two of you.
There. Alright.
2 weeks, we doubled our viewership metric there.
But we also doubled the chaos.
Uh-huh. Alright, so, we'll say that's at the start of initiative. Let me just make sure I got that right. Alright, so, good news is, upon further examination of the rules, after you all take the bites for the damage, the swarm dissipates and returns to the respective mounts. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have had you roll the initiative for that, but...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so...
I mean, no, there's plenty of alarm.
Okay. Well, that's what I get for being concerned about the dwarf.
That hurt.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
And
Okay.
Don't move, but lean into my hand.
He leans into his hand.
You are healed for 30.
Thank you.
I'm just gonna...
Oh, go ahead, Enoch.
Okay.
Alright, so you step back onto the dais. Good.
Just gonna... There we go.
You go and
He
you
doesn't
match
look
up.
like he belongs on that boat at all. He looks like he looks like the huge muscle man, like a super heavyweight driving a smart car.
Okay.
You ever see those pictures of, like, when, flies, really eat after, cows at a certain spot?
Yeah.
Imagine multiply that by, like, 100. That's how bad you look, Tyrant Bane.
Alright, well. I'll live.
Alright.
You know, one of the best things about Unk's blessings, I can't get diseases. So that's nice.
Oh, that is pretty good.
Right?
Yeah.
It's always good to look on the bright side of things. Oh, that's tender.
Okay, well, some things that can help inline things. On the upside, Tyrant Bane, we are at one of the tombs. So maybe if your friend in your ring knows anything, they can share.
That would be great. I will sit and just 180 myself to look at the sarcophagus. And I will
As
speak
you
with...
do that,
Okay.
you begin to feel a gorge of hatred rising up from inside of you. As Obalaga says, no, this can't be, no. Why did it have to be her? This is Ijin's sarcophagus.
I understand you two weren't the best of friends.
No, we weren't.
Well, you know what they say, Obalaga. Sometimes the jungle makes strange comrades of us all.
You feel the gorge of hatred rising within you even harder as it then begins to abate.
Ijin's sarcophagus. They weren't exactly friendly, if you remember the legend.
Oh.
But I think I've calmed her down a little bit with a little bit of the Elder's wisdoms.
Alright. Well...
So I think she'll be fine for now. But, man, I haven't felt that much hatred since people were clear-cutting part of the jungle.
Who was their friend?
Friend?
Yeah.
Oh,
Don't each of them have friends?
of course we do. Everybody has a friend. If I
Which one
remember
was
the
it?
legend right, as I look back in the DM, that Melanin just sent me.
Well, give me... I'll let you make a history check with advantage there, Tyrant Bane.
Yeah, it's Asian.
And I'm saying which one was Ejin's friend. I'm going off of a small theory here.
Alright, with advantage. We got 14.
Well, according to the legend, it specifically stated who the enemies of each one were. Didn't really specify, who would be more of a friend, I guess, compared to them. Although you would imagine they probably would get along with Unk better because, they're more impartial compared to the rest of the gods.
Everybody loves Unk.
I think Ankh would be the most friendly. But from the legend, Obalaka and Ejin hated each other because Ejin snuck in a virtue that Ejin thought was virtuous. And because of that, Obalaka blames Ejin because Ubtao spat out the stew and he tasted it.
You say a stew. Enoch looks down at the spot where Tyrant Bane stepped. Does that look like a stew pot to you?
Does it?
If you click it, it'll enhance so you can see the picture better.
I suppose it looks like an urn of some kind.
Mila, are there any indications of what any of these markings could mean anywhere?
That's why I wanted to see the dwarf, because maybe the dwarf knew a thing.
Yeah, I know what you were going for, which is why I'm trying to kind of work a little bit backwards, but...
Yeah,
Otherwise, I'm still going to start doing what Wick does best and throw caution to the wind.
Oh, that reminds me, as I see Wick vibrating. The virtue
It's
that
now
Ejin
getting
had,
to that point.
the virtue that Ejin...
Are you alright down there? As, what's everybody else doing while this...
I was going to say, it's probably starting to get to that point where they can catch up now.
I was saying that, like, yeah, me and Dad was like, is it almost time?
It's gotta be getting close.
Yeah,
How long is it?
I will say it's, in the course of discussing everything, Dan, you identify this as a staff of striking.
Ah. This is a staff of striking. There's no curse on it or anything, right? It's just a staff of striking?
No, you don't detect any curses on it.
Alright.
So, I'm gonna ask, because above game, like, I hear that, I'm like, okay, is this an offensive staff?
Let me go ahead and read that off for you, Dan.
Because Zeno would definitely like to use that, because he might be able to use that as a second item.
The staff can be wielded as a magic quarterstaff that grants a +3 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with it. The staff also has 10 charges. When you hit with a melee attack using it, you can expend up to 3 of its charges. For each charge you expend, the target takes an extra 1d6 of force damage. The staff regains 1d6 plus 4 expended charges daily at dawn. If you expend the last charge, roll a d20. On the 1, the staff becomes a non-magical quarterstaff.
So Dan will relay all that to Zeno.
Okay. I've never wanted something more in the time I've known you than I want this.
By all means, I'm not exactly a run up and hit people kind of guy.
I'm not either, but the fact that I can actually use a staff and actually do damage with it, other than this thing, he points to his current staff.
Go for it, my dude.
All right. And it's at this point you kind of hear Kawasha yelling down from across the way. Are you all right down there? I heard screaming.
Locust down here. They're done. We're kind of trapped in Ejin's tomb right now. There's hieroglyphics on the ground. Symbols. I'm not sure what they mean. I wouldn't step on any of it look like pots, though.
Well, can you climb out? It sounds like you don't have a lot of information down there.
I mean, we still could. Enoch looks at the rope, then looks to his side. Wick?
What?
Oh, Wick. I'm
Well,
sorry. So you step to there. Okay. You step there. Nothing happens.
Yep.
And where do you step to next?
Let's see.
The virtue that Aegon added to the pot was recklessness.
You know what? This one.
Wick's the
Just-
perfect person
you
for
step
this.
onto the serpent. And nothing happens.
Mm-hmm.
Real quick, Dan, I think we should catch up with the others, don't you?
Probably
oh my
a good
god.
time.
You step onto the reed. And I'm so sorry, Wick. As you step
Darn.
onto that, another swarm of locusts erupts.
Well, Wick did get healed.
He did.
There it goes.
$53 points of piercing
Oof.
damage.
Oh my goodness!
Yep. And unconscious.
Oh, phew.
No, unconscious.
No.
Oh, unconscious.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Wick. As Tyrabit and Enoch, you see Wick go through other rounds, and the locusts swarm, and all that you see left is just a pile of Wick's clothes
My God.
and what was
Oh
left
my
of the pumpkin
God.
gourd. Wick is dead.
Oh, I need to
Oh,
pick a new
no.
character. Oh, snap.
Oh, Snoops.
Holy shit.
Well, it's a good thing that I have an idea for a new character.
Caitlin, I'm so sorry.
That is okay. I took my risks.
Can't believe you killed the fan favorite.
Yep.
This truly is a One Piece arc now.
I don't know what to say right now because
Well, I am going to quietly write up a
Yeah.
new character.
Yeah. So, well, Caitlin's off doing that. Enoch, Tired Mane. You
Enoch.
now see your companion. No more.
Yeah,
Off in the
Enoch is
corner.
kind of in shock right now. Tyrant Bane, let's get out of here, at least until we can figure out what we're supposed to do. You go up first, you took the most damage.
I'm at least getting their belongings.
Alright, take the vulture and the snake.
Mm. Mm. You are a very kind person. The jungle will mourn your loss. And I will take your armor? I don't know.
His most notable thing is probably his helmet, so yeah.
I will take those.
Had the bracers of defense as well. If you want to grab those.
Yep, I'll allow you to grab the braces of defense. And as you go to reach his stuff, you actually see that Mamerchi from the pack. You see a lizard just crawling out from there and latching himself onto your arm.
Come along, friend.
Licky is going to join you.
Mm.
Alright, well, Enoch will wait until Tyrant Bane climbs his way out, and then he'll follow.
All right, athletics check.
Yeah, I gotcha.
26. You managed to successfully climb out.
Alright, I'll follow behind him.
All right, another athletics check.
19, just because floating +1.
Yep. Two of you managed to successfully make your way out, climbing through the rope. And everybody else, I'll say at this point, you're making your way as you're hearing the commotion of back towards the mouth. And at this point, you see, there's a rope that has been dropped out through the mouth of this fiend. And you see Tyrant Bane first emerging up from the rope. And then you see Enoch.
Guys, where's Wick?
Rick is dead.
What? Ted, what
There's
happened?
There's a trap throughout the hieroglyphs. Wick must have thought they found a solution, and they were wrong. The scream from earlier was locusts. I did my best to mend them, but it wasn't enough.
Again?
We're gonna have to go back in there eventually. But for now, let's just try to find the other tombs. This one was a tomb for the reckless one, Aijin. Let's keep that in mind.
You two look banged up. That last tomb we were in looks safe. Let's go over there and just wait it out a little bit.
I'll see what overgrowth I can find to make a camp.
Like, about game, is that a good idea with everyone else? Like going back to the place we started off with today, and then this Red Sea for a little bit.
All right. Go ahead. Move you guys off here and bring you back up to the next floor up.
You were talking about this tomb room over here, right?
Yeah. I don't think anybody is okay right now.
Nope.
I was gonna say above game. I know I'm not okay, but
I'm not okay. Above game and character, like Wick was my favorite too.
I'm sorry. I wish I could even have just the boy say his final words. But alas, he was a risk taker. I'm sorry, guys.
That's okay.
eaten alive by insects. How cruel a fate to befall a squashling.
Well, I mean, think about it this way. Now we have a real reason to stop the soulmonger, because if we could get the magic, we could bring him back.
True.
But meanwhile, Enoch's just going to post up in the corner over here and just worry about getting his spells back.
I think Dan's gonna sit in the opposite corner petting Yuki, just sort of staring at middle distance, not saying anything.
Zeno is looking at the staff that he was really excited to show everyone the staff and show, like, describe what it does, and now he's just looking at it, like, just not saying a damn word.
Blaze is gonna be over with Tyrant Bane, actually. Just kind of sitting and just watching him prepare whatever burial he has prepared.
There we are. This should be This should be fine. I'll keep the helmet and this lizard on me.
Its name is Licky.
Licky. Huh. So that's your name. Such a humble creature.
Yeah, Wick found them right before we encountered that red dragon.
I see. Well, let's see. I think there should be enough cutting to make at least a decent fire in here.
Alright, well, if anyone needs to sleep,
Oh.
I got all watch.
All right.
Oh, watch
Same.
as well.
I think a sleep will do us good.
Tire and Bane will take a tinder box and light a fire.
As you all begin to bed down and begin to at least try to find some solace in your rest. Zeno, you do manage in your downtime, manage to attune to the staff of striking.
All right. So, who has the bag of holding again?
I mean, I would, but if you're attuned to it, why would you put it in there?
No, I'm putting my other staff in there.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Enoch.
Mm-hmm.
You have the bag, right?
Yep, he just opens it at his side.
Figure this might be this thing is a lot stronger than this one, so.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, you guys do manage to successfully at least get your long rest in for the sake of brevity. Zeno, as you begin to wake up from your long rest, you hear, well, it's weird. You, for some reason, start to feel itchy.
Also, Mila, check your DMs real quick.
Ah, yes. Thank you, Keelan.
Oh, God.
Actually, that's all good. That's actually good. Yeah, sure. Caitlin, let's go with that. As before that happens, though, as you are going to go to sleep, you find yourselves floating in the void. And it's strange as you see this darkness kind of enveloping around all of you. What do you guys do?
Enoch will float on his detect magic, see what the hell's going on.
You're not really able to detect anything with your vision there, Enoch.
Guys, let's get out of here. Sun's happening.
Oddly enough, as you're going to call yourselves out, each of you find yourselves alone in this dream, in this void-like space.
Zeno just cries out, Elise! Wit? Oh, God. Like, he starts saying Wick's name and he chokes up because he just realizes what happened. Dan! Anyone?
Tyrant Bane one sees his sword and yell Unk's light to ignite it.
Alright, you ignite your flame tongue longsword and you feel the darkness kind of bait back slightly, but beyond that, there's not much purchase for it. Dan?
Anna's gonna look around in the darkness. Seeing nobody around, he's going to curl up into a ball and just sit there.
Elise?
He's just gonna kind of just sit like Indian style and just try to meditate or trance, I guess.
All of you. As you call out or fight against the darkness, there's not much. You hear an echo, but oddly enough, you feel something floating slightly towards you as from slightly to your left, you see a form approach, and as you turn, it is a small form. A form that you all recognize of Wick. Wick? What would you like to say to your companions?
Do not worry. It will be okay. I am with Shanty now. And I know death is really sad and all, but I'm with Shanty. I'm gonna go to the garden. And you guys will keep being heroes. I know you will. It'll be okay.
And
I'll
with
still
that,
be with you.
as you look at Wick, you see his form slowly but surely dissolve. First from the feet, all the way out towards the midsection, and finishing off at the fire and the bright light in his eyes, all the way to the plant-like growth of his head that functions as his hair scarf as it vanishes, and you all are left alone in the void once more until you awaken.
It's gonna wake up, tears streaming from his eyes. Not gonna really say anything. Gonna grip Yuki really tight.
Yuki whimpers a little bit. What's wrong?
I had a dream about Wick leaving. He seems happy, but I can't help but feel so sad. So guilty. Why wasn't I there? But I know I probably wouldn't have changed much, but as I wasn't there, I let a friend die. Someone important. Again. I can't help but feel the exact same way I felt when Chult died. Weak, responsible.
Wick won't want you to feel that way. Enoch will finally speak up over in the corner, just flexing his mostly still flesh hand. I think he came to all of us. It's kind of like
Yeah.
him. Funny
I
thing
saw him
is,
too.
yeah. Funny thing. Leave it to Wick to let me have at least one peaceful night's sleep.
You're right. It's just so hard. If only I've lost. I don't have many people I care about, and when you lose them so quickly, so closely together, it hurts.
Wick spirit honors all of you. Just as sure as anyone else. Wick's end was sudden. But that, too, is a way of the jungle.
Above game Dolan, you're hot miking a little bit.
Yeah, I know, it's my chair. I'm sorry about that.
Remember the stories of Wick. Pass the legends down to everyone. Honor them for as long as you can. Wick rests in a garden now that I cannot even fathom. As all of us will pass into dust eventually. Their stories and legends will become known. The most important thing now is that we carry through and honor all of us going forward to bring peace to this land and also to go ahead and live to tell Wick's story.
Orvex kind of goes to make his way over towards you, Terrapin, and he puts a hand upon your shoulder. As eloquent a speech as that was, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but as much as I would want Wick to be at peace with his god, the truth is that is not the case. The Soulmonger still exists. More than likely, his soul may be trapped very well inside it yet. So, until we resolve to destroy that device, Wick's spirit may not know peace quite yet. So for that, I agree that we must continue if we want any chance of Wick to be able to make it to that life that he so deserves. We must make haste to do what we can to stop that bastard of Sirak and make him pay for what he's done.
I agree.
Well, one thing I know he would want to do is get moving as soon as possible.
Zeno, as again, flashing back to what you were saying earlier, as everybody's kind of looking at Zeno, specifically looking at his face. He's a lot hairier than he was the first time you saw him. Specifically, there's a lot of hair growing around his face.
Hey, Zeno, you remember that time you went bald?
Yeah.
The reverse happened.
The fuck are you about? Like, is there a mirror in here?
Enoch just points to the broken piece of crystal.
Right. Looks over at them.
You go and grab it, and you go to pick one up, and your face is absolutely covered in fur. And the first thing you notice when you reach out is that your hands are as well, especially the backs of them.
I didn't detect any curses on the staff when I identified it.
Above game, identify doesn't tell you if it's cursed.
Oh.
Okay. Am I turning into a goat man?
Amazing.
That's for me to know and you to find out.
I kind of need to find out. I'm looking right at myself.
So, did you guys find one of those items tied to one of the 9 gods? Or is this just Zeno being Zeno?
No, this isn't me. I haven't casted any spell. Benny, it's this thing. He points, or he points to the staff.
Reason why I didn't touch it while I asked you to use your mage hand.
I guess identify doesn't tell me about curses.
We're off to a stunning start, Enoch says.
Just my luck. As Orvex kind of goes, leans over the wall, looks over towards Tyrant Bane. Wait. What? Hold on a second. He kind of goes over, saunters over 5 feet this way. Is that? No. No, that can't be. He takes the body that was slumped in the dais and throws it over that way. You're not going to believe this. There's a secret door right here.
Well,
And you see Orvex. You see Orvex go to slide open a secret panel that is right behind this little seat. And you see there's a 5-foot hallway that is opened up behind it.
Huh.
Where the hell did you find that?
I was just looking over at Tyrant Bane and I saw something glitch over there. I mean, that would have saved us so much trouble had we got through here and not had to smash through the window.
Elise just shrugs.
I mean, it wasn't that much trouble, and we didn't have to fight any undead. Do we want to check for any more of these paths behind the rest of the bodies?
First thing that you actually notice, inside this hallway, leaning against the wall, you see there is a statue over there.
Right here. Right here, right?
No, in the side hallway itself.
What's the statue of?
It looks to be of a human woman. Orvex kind of goes to looks over to the statue. Strange. And he kind of goes to reach up. He touches it, and what? He takes a 5-foot step back as Caitlin. Would you like to go ahead and describe what your character looks like?
I'm going to be next to useless. Lord, I don't even have her design yet. As of right now, she is a human woman. She has what looks to be a fairly plain cloak on the outside. However, on the inside, very beautiful, intricate flower design kind of on the inside of the cloak that's red. She has a staff. I'll figure out the rest of her facial features later. But that is
record-setting character check. I feel like the movie Brewfest. It's like we never lost landfill.
Yeah, we are literally beer league.
Yeah, Beer Fest. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you just
also,
call
I'd
me?
like it if you would just call me landfill. It's like we never even lost landfill.
And also, from that hallway that continues off further, there's one chamber over here, and then there's another one that continues off towards this end up here. Let me just double check real quick here.
Hey, it's that room I found earlier.
Can't wait for this human girl to be like, and also, could you call me Wick? Absolutely, Wick. It's like you never lost Wick.
We love Wick too.
If it was actually like another pumpkin that we actually kind of fit.
I will look at the human woman, and the human woman will see a humongous 7'2" minotaur with a beaten to shit human crown hanging off of his horn, and just in his left hand, like the bulldog from the Chuck Jones cartoons, he's going to have one of his thumbs be stroking the head of a lizard.
Ah, good. There is a beat of silence as she looks up. Who's the closest?
Probably would be, above game, it would be Orvex, the bald human man that looks older that just took a 5-foot step backwards. from
Cool.
you.
He takes a staff to the head.
Alright,
It's probably gonna be an armed attack. Or not an unarmed attack. Whatever the heck it is.
sure.
I don't even know what that would be. I'm next to useless right now. Oh no.
Oh, shit. I'll
Why, am I doing-
roll for you for
Okay.
in the interim. So, excuse me.
What's
What?
going on?
There's
back here.
there's a woman, I believe, the same species as you as Norvex, that was a statue. Just bends over with the sound of stone grinding.
Now,
Hello there.
I just want to imagine Enoch pokes his half robot face around, like, what's going on? Just completely.
You and
disoriented.
me are a sight. She
No,
bought
not only that.
Norvex. She's probably petrified, fixed up, looks to the left, bonks a random man, looks to the right, sees basically like 1950s freak show over here.
Not only that, but Zeno pokes his head over Enoch's shoulder. Like, what's up? Sees like a monkey man. Or possibly a goat man. We don't know what he is yet. I'm assuming goat above game because of the fact that it's a goat head staff.
My money's on monkey just because we're in a jungle ruin and I feel full Jumanji is like necessary.
Also,
But
one of the animal gods was a monkey.
Yeah.
It's good to meet you. Are you armed?
Just points the head of the staff at his face.
I mean you no harm.
Whoa,
You're
whoa.
gonna see the juxtaposition of a small woman with a staff just making a minotaur just recoil, just arms up, left arm still stroking the head of the lizard.
Oh, okay. How about we defuse the situation? We will back up to the back of the room we are currently in a hallway behind us, okay? We'll back up. You can stay in the hallway. Stay safe. We're just trying to figure out what's going on, ma'am.
You and me both.
I am Tyrant Bane of Omu. What is your name?
There's a beat of silence as she kind of glares suspiciously. I am Rue.
Rue. Yeah, I see what you did there. It's a joke only we get! Right.
I get it.
No, you don't! Alright.
Maybe.
Well.
It's a theoretical possibility.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Rue. My people are descended from natives to this land. Chult. That's where you're at. More specifically, you're in the...
It's called the Tomb of Annihilation, right?
Tomb of the Nine Gods.
It's called the Tomb of the Nine Gods. Does this sound familiar to you at all?
I don't know. Does it sound familiar? What do I remember?
Give me a history check real quick for me.
How
I
are
guess.
they missed?
Oh, jeez. So, right.
I'll roll a d20.
Yep. 12.
12.
You've heard of Chult from various maps, but your memory's a little hazy as far as where you last wound up. I'll say that the last thing you do remember is that of a looming skeletal figure with a very weird looking hat places his hands upon you as you remember fading out from consciousness and getting stiffer. That's about the extent of your memory so far.
I only remember a skeleton. Very large helmet. He placed his hands upon me and... nothing.
He is somebody me and my party are hunting.
Yeah, he's bad news.
I hope to bring the fury of the jungle down upon him, with all the 9 gods at my back. As I'm sure the rest of my companions do as well. Come, I mean you no harm. Though the camp is dwindling and we were making plans to break, I could get to know you a little bit better. I'm sure my companions would also meet you.
There's one more beat of silence where the stick is still threateningly lifted. And then she lowers it rather gracefully, and she kind of straightens her robes. Very well.
Fantastic. I mean, genuinely. Would a minotaur stroking a lizard with his left hand really be harmful? He gives a smirk.
She glances at the lizard, and there's a look where she kind of almost softens up a bit. No, I suppose not.
Very well. Come, let us get to know each other a little bit better. And I will come this way. Tyre and Bane, most approachable of his tribe.
Yeah.
Everyone else screaming, "Ah!" He's like, "Howdy."
Well, no, I think they eventually say howdy. It's just a matter of if someone throws down their weapons fast enough.
It's true. I will talk if you disarm.
Okay.
Yep, she will follow.
All right.
Everyone, this is Rue. She is from a wall.
I'm sorry, I don't know too much about you yet.
Join the club.
Was that in character or above?
No, that was out of character.
Okay, I was kind of hoping the manic laughter was part of the character. I was like, oh, this will be fun.
Like if that was above, if that was in character too, though, that'd be actually amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah, Enoch would just be like, okay, so it sounds like you met a Sirarak. I'm thinking that's his name, right, guys?
That's what I've heard. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Sounds like you met him a few thousand years ago during what Tyrant Bane's people calls the Black Day, which is ongoing in the fact that it brought a whole bunch of undead around here, and now folks are pretty much staying dead and can't come back from the dead, which makes you an anomaly.
Slight arch of the eyebrow.
So join the club. We're a whole mess of anomalies.
So to introduce everybody, the one with the really neat armor, as he points at Enoch. The one with the really neat armor is Enoch.
Hi, this is my skin now.
The one with Zeno, you look different.
Yeah, I noticed that earlier too.
That one is Zeno.
Hi.
He's a sorcerer of wild and chaotic magic. I can only imagine that must be something with it. Over there, the man with the dog, that's Dan. He's very approachable.
Hello.
And the dog is Yuki.
Her expression melts into something much sweeter. Oh, hello, little one.
And over there, the man you accosted is Orvex.
He just kind of rubs the bridge of his brow. He's like, no hard feelings taken, I suppose.
He's from the Sword Coast. And also another native Chultan over here is the Druid Kawasha.
Oh, hello.
This is our party.
Also, the quiet one's Elise.
just waves.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I really thought I got to you. That was not malicious.
I just imagine.
Jolly gumdrops.
No, I just imagine Elise was doing the usual thing where they just blend into the background because forest.
Yeah. There's
Homer
enough,
Simpson.
there's enough overgrowth here where she's kind of like somewhat invisible.
The elven
Homer-
huntress over there is Elise. Amazing shot.
She nods.
So it's like, Bruce Caesar, sage nod.
I won't lie to you. Rue, was it?
Yes.
I won't lie to you. It has been dangerous in here so far. We're placed by a puzzle. A trap claimed one of our companions, Wick, just the other day, actually. Now I and all of we are driven to fight ever harder to put this man to rest and his soulmonger. I'm going to destroy myself, or whoever gets there first. I'm thinking it's Yuki.
Well, I'm going to drop the soulmonger into the lava outside eventually. I'm gonna fly right on over and just whoop.
I see. Well,
So that's all I can explain. I myself, I'm from the Sunblades of Napaka. Does that sound familiar to you at all?
Nope, it does not sound familiar to at all.
she ponders for a moment. I do not believe so.
It is a Minotaur force, descended from the native Minotaurs of this land. I'm part of a smaller force that have come in here into the city proper, set up at the Shrine of Ankh. But as for everyone else, I'm sure they will tell their stories in time. But I want to make sure of a couple of things. You are unharmed? You feel unharmed?
As unharmed as can be after returning from Stone.
Wonderful, wonderful. And do you have any questions for myself?
Or any of us, really.
I take it you all are going to continue on through this dungeon.
We must. I would see it in my duty to see you escorted safely, but the temple has sealed itself.
Again, the tip of her staff kind of shoots just close enough that it almost bonks his nose. I am joining you.
Oh,
Okay.
well,
She retrieves her staff. This thing that costed me, and I intend to make sure that that does not happen to anybody else.
Very well. If you were to aid us in our journey, I would greatly appreciate it. As would everyone else here, I'm sure. Tell me, what are your talents?
She smiles a little bit. I can turn into animals.
I see. Well, if you're good with animals, let me give you a welcome to the party kind of gift. And I will present Licky.
She'll calmly just hold out her hand to it.
You look down and you see this lizard just kind of licks one eyeball, licks the other. It begins to crawl upon your arm.
A precious one.
Wonderful.
I'll see to it that it is well taken care of.
Its name
See,
is
above game came last. I heard you had a staff. I'm like, okay, this is either another sorcerer or a druid, and I was like, right, I'm happy I'm around the second one.
Yep.
His name was Licky. He was a companion of our fallen comrade, Wick.
I see.
Well, that being said, He takes a hoof and stomps out the remaining embers of the fire. Covers it up a little bit. I believe, Rue, that I believe that the only way to go forward is now. Does anybody have any further business in this room before we continue?
Well,
Not on my end. Not for mine either.
so which way do we want to go? There was a few things up here we haven't explored yet. Points back down the hallway where everyone found Rue. Then he also points back towards the entrance. There was also that grate. Not sure if that'll lead any way out. We didn't think about that. Started to think about it when you mentioned how we're trapped in here.
It's also where that skeleton wandered off too. That's what Vex kind of ponders about for a little bit.
Oh yeah, skeletons in here don't abide the rules of gravity.
Yeah, one was walking on the ceiling about that far out as I point toward the direction. Let's see. I think for the moment, it would behoove us to go ahead and examine up that way to the north. And then we can either make our way back downstairs, or we can go ahead and quite possibly go down the hallway. What say you? I vote for exploring the north first.
I'll follow wherever you guys go.
I mean, we did just uncover that hallway. It makes sense to look there first.
It might be a good sign. I'll lead the way.
Alright, Enoch will follow because tank.
Alright. Okay. So, as everybody begins to make their way down through the hallway, Tyrant Bane,
Peace.
I assume you set foot into the room here?
I'm scared of anything you ping forevermore.
Should we say it just for the sake of brevity right now? Like, taking this use Wix token.
Let's see where I put Wix security. Yeah, that'll be a stand-in for now.
It's
So
like you never left.
It's like we never lost Landfill.
Well, you can modify the picture. It's like, this is Rue.
Let's go ahead and I will take a knee and look out before I take a step very gingerly of a hoof.
okay. To the north, I guess I'll describe that for you.
Okay.
You see a large fountain crusted with moss that rises in the middle of a circular room. Three marble maidens stand in the fountain holding pitchers out of which water flows. And as you take one step right there, your chainmail begins to feel like it's pulling towards the statue. I need you to make a strength check. With disadvantage because you're wearing armor.
22.
Oh, that
You're
nat
fine.
20
You
on the
managed
other
to
side.
resist the pull as you feel yourself stagger about 5 feet this way, but you managed to hold yourself. It seems like it's drawing itself towards the statue.
Everything
I don't.
else-
Something is drawing metal that way.
Enoch immediately raises a finger and starts walking the other way.
I was gonna say, Enoch is probably best you don't go.
I don't want to find
Alright.
out if there is actually a way to remove this anymore.
I don't
Yes.
have that much, so let's. I'm gonna go up here.
Are you wearing anything metal?
Not really.
That counts belt buckles.
I
I
don't.
think it's just the belt buckle and maybe the crossbow.
The pain of a belt buckle pulling you forward would be immense. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's try this.
Okay.
All right. Question, Zeno. What do you have on you that's made of metal?
Again, this
Just
like
a
a belt
crossbow?
buckle and
Daggers?
maybe the crossbow.
All right.
But the crossbow's been mostly wood.
All right. Make a strength check for me.
Saving or just regular strength?
Just a strength check.
An 8.
You feel yourself as. Oh, jeez. All right. Had to get a better look. As you feel. Hold on a second. I gotta double check your equipment just to make sure. My apologies. There you are, Zeno. I have to double check for stuff to see what you have out here. That's at all.
Well, wait, I also have a dagger too. I forgot about. I keep forgetting I have that thing.
Yeah. Where do you have your dagger stashed at?
It'd probably be in my pocket.
In your pocket. Okay. Well, as the dagger kind of draws towards it, you feel yourself sliding across the statue or across the floor, hitting it into the rust, and with a mighty thud, as you hit the shield on this statue, you take 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh.
And you are currently stuck to the statue.
Okay. Gotta have that dagger. Ow.
All right. I would try to help you, but
No, I
the metal.
understand.
Yuki doesn't have any metal, so
Yeah, she just taps out there. Tap, tap, tap.
she's gonna try and help Zeno as best she can, but her strength is not great. It is worse than mine.
I'll allow Zeno to make a strength check with advantage to break himself free from the statue.
Oh my god, that 20. Holy crap.
Yep, you managed to pull yourself away from the statue with Yuki's help.
Did not mean to put myself that far. So I put myself right
The
here.
dog takes the shape of a giant ultra-jacked hand and peels you from the magnet. You're free, but you do take sanity damage.
That.
All right, guys. I think I'm just gonna walk around the other way.
That'd probably be smart.
I don't think I was going to fly through there, but I have a sickle and
was
some
gonna s-
herbalism stuff. And
If you have anything metal, go around.
yeah, gonna go around then.
All right, just wait until more people have done what they want to do.
All right. Kawasha's going to saunter on through. Well, good thing I don't carry any metal as a druid.
It's a blessing. Drag. Cling to wall.
Kawasha kind of goes to put a hand on you just to kind of help guide you along there.
Many blessings upon you.
Zeno struggles to go that 5 feet. Just went. I think.
At this point, go ahead and make another strength check, you two. I'll allow athletics.
You allow athletics?
And,
Oh, damn.
Yep,
Well,
with Tire Bane
okay,
again.
then fuck yes.
Yep, Tire Bane again.
All
It'll
right,
be a disadvantage because you're
I'm
wearing
using
armor.
my inspiration. I'm not getting a 6. There we go, an 18.
18. 14, you managed to save as well, Tire Bane, as you managed to fight the magnetic pull.
All right, and one more. Come on. Wonderful.
All right,
Say as
Elise.
the only thing metal I would probably have on me is my scimitar.
All right. Well, unless you're gonna let it fly off, yeah. Well, I'll need you to make a strength check, athletics.
Oh, we're gonna roll.
Yep,
12.
you managed to make the save as you feel it pulling out from your belt, but you managed to hold on to it and keep yourself from being drawn to the statue.
Okay.
So, what is that thing?
It appears to be a fountain.
Oh, I was talking about the magical rusty thing, but not the fountain. I'll take a look at the fountain later. We'll get to the fountain.
It's a very powerful magnet. Looks like
What is a magnet?
it attracts anything metal.
Is
They're
it-
usually they can be used for both good and evil purposes. Looks like that one was used as a trap.
Huh? Is it magical?
No, it's natural.
What?
Makes it. Yes, this thing this exists in nature.
That's astonishing. Says
Don't
Pirate
ask me
Bane
how
as he
much
walks.
or how it works. I fell asleep during that part in my classes.
I'm going to stare at the fountain.
All right.
Probably sounds nice.
Above game, shout out to Interact. That was for you.
Pirate Bane, as you stare at the fountain, you feel Obalaka coalesce in your mind as she says, I
Who's
don't
this?
trust that fountain. I wouldn't let anyone drink from that.
No? What do you think would happen?
I don't know, but I don't like it.
You got a bad feeling. I understand. As he's leaned up against the wall, he'll poke his snout into the doorway.
All right. So, Elise, which way are you going to go as you manage to resist the pull?
Straight ahead, probably.
All right, so you manage to make your way out of the room and away from the magnetic statue.
Obalaka says don't drink the water in that fountain. She has a bad feeling about it.
Duly noted.
Well, we'll make this easy. Orvex, Dan, as you see Orvex make his way up towards there, he kind of goes and undoes his harness that has his two short swords, and he's just going to place them on the floor, and he's going to walk into the room, as well as leave his crossbow there. Oh, whoa!
Oh, damn!
Whoa! He got long! He got long!
You're wide boy now.
Is this the power of magnet? Oh, thank God!
Quick,
I
someone get
misclicked as I went to click and drag.
That might have been the moment of the night.
Just like,
Magnets, man.
no, okay. He's not being pulled.
Like, if what happened to Wick didn't happen, like that would have been the moment of the night.
Dan's gonna drop
Oh,
his sickle
Orvex.
and anything in the herbalism kit that's metal.
All right.
Meanwhile,
Orvex,
Enoch
it's
will
good
just
to see you.
Enoch will just stay in this corner. I'm not getting anywhere near that. I'm fine here.
Obalaka says that she doesn't trust the water in the fountain. She's got a bad feeling about it. Might be possible the water's tainted somehow. Or something. I'm not too sure myself.
Test if it's poisoned. Got a spell for that.
I assume you're casting detect poison and disease.
Yeah, It's going to take 10 minutes to do it ritually, but I will cast Detect Poison and Disease.
Okay.
We'll just hold Dan in front of the fountain like a scanner.
You just hold the end of his broom and he's still on.
Yeah, it's just just holding your ritual cast. You hold the broom to the water, and just everybody's clearly hearing you go.
Well,
Beep.
as you go to cast Detect Poison and Disease, 10 minutes pass. You do not detect any poison.
Well, I don't detect any poison in there. It could
Well,
still
that-
be magically tainted with something, I suppose.
If only we had Enoch. But I understand why we don't have Enoch.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
Enoch over back by Rue. So you come here often?
She arches a dry eyebrow at him. Well, you could say I've spent about a year or so here.
Mm.
Depends on how you look at it, doesn't it?
Yeah, no. That's the
Everyone else is just doing their own thing. Enoch's being sly over here.
I just realized I think that might be the first time Enoch's told a joke in this entire campaign.
You're right!
Oh, that was great.
Yeah, but it's like it's a joke, but none of the rest of us were able to hear it. So that's actually very much in character.
Enoch could just
Yeah.
turn to Rue. You can tell them, but no one will believe you.
Rue, what the hell did I just get into?
Can I do like a religion check or something on the fountain?
Let me see here. Sure, why not?
All right, that's rad. That's a 14.
14. Hard to say, really. You're not able to pick out any other details that would give you anything as far as, like, any religious studies.
Doesn't look like anything the elders have told me. Let's see. The water's not poisonous. Dan, you said it could be magically poisoned or something?
Well, not poisoned exactly, but it could be enchanted with something. Like you drink it and it gives you something. Maybe it curses you. Maybe it's, I don't know, could have a benefit. We don't know for certain, really.
Well, Obalaka says she doesn't trust the water. If it's disease, though, Hunk's blessings made me immune to such a thing.
Here's the question, though: does she not trust it because it's water that was tainted by one of her enemies?
All Obalaka told me before she grew quiet was that she just has a bad feeling about it. But considering she might have been here longer than anybody, I'm somewhat inclined to go ahead and go with her gut here.
No, if I used identify on the fountain, that wouldn't, like, reveal if it's enchanted with anything, would it?
Let's see. According to this, it would tell you if an object or something is under effect of a spell.
Okay.
But, I mean, that's up to you if you want to spend some time identifying it.
Well, if you want to wait another 10 minutes, I could cast Identify and see if this is enchanted in any way.
I think that'd be for the best.
All right. Dan gets comfortable and begins ritual casting Identify.
All right.
Oh yeah, I have Latin for this. Where is Identify in here? A cloud. Ah, here it is. Secreta revelatum.
Well, you spend 10 minutes going to cast Identify, and it doesn't seem like it's under the effect of a spell, oddly enough.
Well, it's not enchanted with any spells. It just seems like regular old water.
Hmm.
Forget. Ejin was recklessness. What was
Yes.
Obalaka's thing?
Ubulaka?
I am very cautious.
Yes! Obulaka was the cautious one. She
Ah.
was the one who liked to measure twice before doing anything.
Well, I've proven there's no poison. I have proven it's not enchanted. That's two things.
That's true.
This water, I'm pretty sure, is just regular old fountain water.
Drink it.
Going to find
Don't
out.
let him drink it, as you hear Obolaka. Don't let him drink it.
She keeps saying, don't drink it.
mean,
Obulaka, what do you think will happen if somebody drinks the water?
I don't know what will happen, but I don't like it. Just don't drink it.
Here's a question.
I can't get a clear answer.
Should we bottle some of it up? Anyone have an empty bottle? We can have Enoch look at it after we get back to him.
I do have a glass vial. I could fill it with some of the water. Dan will take out his glass vial, dip it into the fountain, swirl it around a little bit, look at it in the light, if there is any.
Alright.
Tire Bane
Yeah.
holds up a torch.
Mhm.
Does it look like basic, ordinary water?
Yeah, looks like normal water.
Well, I think the only thing now is to go ahead and verify it with Enoch. If he doesn't see anything, then I think from what you've done with your elucidations, should be free, right?
Yep.
There. What is that process called that I've heard you people use? Scientific process. Yes.
The scientific method.
There we are. Bump, bump, bump.
Alright, I'll need another
Magnet time.
Yep, magnet time with disadvantage, Turret Man.
Oh yeah, it's in that one. Nope, not today. I'm gonna use that inspiration, baby. 14.
Yep, you managed to... You feel yourself stagger as you try to resist it, but you manage to maintain your footing, and you're resisting against the pull.
The skeleton is a bane to make something like that as I just walk across the field.
Alright.
Man, if I have to make a wizard's hideout for a campaign, that's what I'm gonna make the field out of. You all are gonna fucking hate it.
Alright, so should I roll?
The Zeno, yep, you're gonna need to make an athletics check as well.
That is a 17.
Yep, you managed to resist the pull from your daggers. And your turn, Elise.
Yep, go ahead and cross over.
I probably should have mentioned Dan would have picked up his metal stuff.
19. Yep, you managed to resist the pull, and Kawasha's bringing up the rear to make sure nobody else drifts into the statue.
So what'd you guys find?
Hey, Enoch, is this water magic? He'll hold up the glass vial of water.
Okay, pleasure to see you too. Is it magic, Milla?
You did not detect any magic coming from the water. Actually, let me double check just to make sure.
He's just highlighted the word that says die 2 times.
Actually, as you look at the file, you do get a sense of transmutation magic coming off of that.
Okay, that's the magic that turns things into other things.
I didn't detect a spell on it. And there wasn't poison, so it
mean like
could
you didn't
train...
detect- You mean like you didn't detect a curse that was on that stick that Zeno's holding?
I mean, that's different, though. That's a curse. Although I suppose if it was cursed, then it would make sense I wouldn't identify it.
It's not magic. That's bad magic. Come on.
Exactly.
You really think people are going around putting bad magic on sticks? Who would have known?
Who does that?
Who the fuck does this?
Zeno is glaring right at Dan as soon as he says that.
What? Did I think the stick was gonna make a monkey out of Zeno? No, but the pun's gone full circle now.
Alright.
Oh, seriously, Zeno, if you're spellcast, you're driving me bananas.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, cursed water. Obalaka was right. Turns people into something.
Tyrant Bane will close his eyes, and in his mind he'll go, Obalaka, I offer you whatever fruit you want after this.
I tend to be more of a carnivore myself, but you know, to each their own.
I'm sure I'll find something back at the village for you.
All right.
Unpop the cork, dump the water.
Alright, you dump the water out. It splashes onto the cold floor.
It turns the rock from granite to basalt.
My God.
So, like, if it turns the rocks to solid gold, like, we're all just like, okay, we're taking this!
We're just having buckets just splashing it on rocks and shit.
We're gonna break the fucking economy of that city when we get back in it!
If that was the case, Tyrant Bay would have been like, oh, that's why there's a dead dwarf. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Okay, so now do we want to explore more of this upper level, or do we want to start heading back down like we did last time?
Back down that way, there is apparently some transmutation fountain, and there is a magnet statue. I don't think we need to go back there anymore.
Oh, a magnet. Okay.
That's what they said. I've never heard of the term. Are you familiar with it?
Yeah. Blacksmiths would use small ones to pick up metal shavings.
Huh. Amazing.
Yeah, well, you know, this one is powerful enough to drag me with just a 2-pound dagger.
Enoch points to Tyrant Bane. I watched it try to yank him, and he's around 500 pounds. Yeah, I figured it was strong.
Yeah, it did. Hit.
I need to write that down before I forget it. I'm gonna make the best dick dungeon I've ever made. We're gonna look like a Kaizo Mario game, that place.
I'll be sure to send you notes when the session's done, Rabbit, about that trap.
Please do. That sounds amazing. I want to watch it. I don't want to be in it. I want to watch it, though.
You know, Bubba in the chat mentioned something too. You could also put force runes for extra dickery to push people into the magnets.
True. Though also, it's getting pretty late. Do we want to keep going?
I'll leave Bop on this for a cliffhanger, as Elise,
Yes.
you hear a sound of something coming back from behind you.
Slowly turns around.
You don't roll a perception check for me.
Meh. 19.
You hear a slide, and then you hear the sound of heavy footsteps. They sound like they get closer, but then they start to move away.
I don't see anything, correct?
From where you're at, no, you do not.
You'll kind of like raise an eyebrow but turn and say, we should probably we should probably start heading out. There might be something coming.
Say no more.
Alrighty.
All right, and as you hear some footsteps start to move away, but at the same time you hear as rounding the corner from behind you, you see two figures of dwarf-sized humanoids as they file their way out from this tunnel. And it looks like between the two of them, they're carrying a very large pane. Kind of similar to the crystal you guys broke. And as they stop, and they go to look at you, that's where we're going to leave off our session for tonight.
Hey.
Hey,
We're finally gonna replace it.
Window
Sorry, we
repair.
broke your glass.
Just imagining we just rush through, shatter the crystal, leave.
I was gonna say, like, that'd be amazing for Zeno to be like, okay, like go right up, do a level 2 shatter, and then just teleport away.
Fuck both of you. Bye.
Refuses to elaborate, leaves.
Oh, you assume there's only two.
Quick.
Alright. Before we go to close out the session proper, I just want to take a moment and I want to give my sincerest condolences for the chat and everybody for the loss of everyone's beloved mascot. The best being of a squash league to ever have been traveling the jungles of Chult and down beneath. To Wick.
My poor boy.
He died as he lived.
It's about
Stupid.
time he died.
He died as he lived.
Caitlin, I
Stupid.
don't mean to seem rude, but I think that of the two of us, I figured I was gonna die first.
Oh no, I figured Wick would be the first to die, considering how often he did what he did.
You know, if we met with Ijin, it would have been a really bad influence. And it
Yeah.
probably would have doubled how fast you were going to die.
Mm-hmm.
I just like lick that doorknob, and Wick's like, lick it, I shall.
Lord, I really
that
thought
doorknob.
I
Okay,
really
say
thought I had
less.
it too, man. I thought I had it figured out, and I was like, uh-oh.
How
Well,
did you figure it out? As many as you did, anyway.
well, I was going off of the theory that we needed to get to the corner statues. So I was just looking at which markings were next to the statues, and I figured, okay, dude died on a foot. Bad News Bears. Tyrant Bane stepped on the
Pot
jar-looking thing.
Yeah.
Bad News Bears. So I was kind of going off of, there are a few tiles that are around those statues that could be theoretically safe because Enoch had stepped on the toucan. The toucan was safe, and also next to a couple of statues. And I think the snake was also next to a few of the statues, so I figured that one was safe.
Okay.
And then the next ones were pure guesswork. It was as far as I was concerned, if my theory was correct, a 50-50 shot.
Man. I can either confirm or deny that, but if it were true, that would be absolute top-tier detective work for you to have done, Caitlin.
No, thank you. I have no idea if I'm right, but...
When we cross that bridge for you solving the puzzle, I will let you know how close you were.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, well, let's start going around the horn, and we will start with Caitlin. Where can they find you?
Hello.
I'm CaitlynC37. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at CaitlynC37, where I do art. My apologies for killing the bean, but it was gonna happen eventually. But yeah, if you guys want any art, just hit me up. I will be around. That's it for me.
Else besides me, find it rather poetic that the cleric that was holding out to the lizard is playing another character that is a druid, and there's a literal passing of the lizard Licky from Wick To Rue.
Yeah.
Also, I just want to imagine what stories Licky will pass on to Rue if they use speak to animals.
It will probably go in more depth. More in depth. I'm sorry I didn't talk much, but I was just looking through all the character stuff that I needed. So
Yeah.
Oh, it's fine.
You're,
she'll
That's
she'll
fair.
be more She'll be more talkative next time.
the thing
Alright.
that I'm excited about is that you're gonna be a level 8 druid. Those guys have a lot of fun shit.
She's gonna multi-class. Actually, if that's, I don't. Have we gone over multi-class? Well, we'll talk about that later. But anyway,
My friend Donovan always had a D&D joke. Here's a D&D joke. How do you break the game? Play a druid. That's
Yeah.
the joke.
Yep, that's the joke.
It also depends on what subclass too, because some druid subclasses get really stupid.
Yes, I have 4 that I could show Caitlin right now, but let's move on down the line to Milla. Where can they find you?
Well, when you can't find me here dealing with the trials and tribulations of the expeditionaries, you can find me on Twitter at MillenNinjaNerd. You can also find me sometimes on twitch.tv/MillenNinja, and also at Trials of Edos, like I see of the Deal Breakers, on twitch.tv/TheJake, Monday nights. And yeah, that's about it for me. Not much else of note on my end.
All right, moving down the line, Chaco, where can they find you?
Hi, you can find me here on Tuesdays playing Elise. You can find me on Twitter at ChocoZombie101. You can find me on Twitch at ChocoZombie101. May potentially just be doing some streaming here and there here in the next couple of weeks because my work schedule's been cut down a lot with it being July 4th. So maybe you'll see me, maybe you won't. And also keeping an eye out for the Power Rangers TTRPG that myself and Deluna are a part of. We still don't have a date set quite yet, but we'll let you know when we do.
All right, then moving right on down the line to DeLuna, where can they find you?
You can find me at the Luna133 and on Twitter. And as always, if you're part of any Discord that I'm a part of, have any questions for me regarding computers or just anything, just hit me up. I'm easy to talk to. And like Chaco said, we are just waiting on Twitch to give us the actual date of when he wants to start the campaign. It'll be me, Chaco, and our good friend Cryptic Cygen. And I'm excited. Like, that's it.
All
Oh,
right.
actually, wait, no. Also, it was my birthday today.
happy birthday.
Happy
Day.
birthday.
Happy birthday.
I am 20. I am 29.
Oh, birthday is
Yep. Draco, where can they find you?
Hey everyone, you can find me on YouTube as Draco Magnus, on Twitter at DMagnus, and you can find me here on Twitch at Draco_Magnus. I stream on Wednesdays and Fridays at 10 p.m. East Standard Time. This Wednesday, tomorrow coming up, is my birthday, believe it or not. I'm going to be 30. And
Wow.
what a coincidence.
Ooh.
But we're also, we finally finished up in Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. We did a bunch of side quests. We powered up all our party members, and I think it's finally time we crack that door open. Professor Franklin said that Peach and Grotus went through, and I mean, I'm sure she's fine. I'm sure nothing bad happened.
There's positive cackling in the background.
I just took several hours to help a bunch of other people and also power up my team. She would understand. And on Friday, I'm doing Dragon Quest XI, and the world has literally ended. And, we're trying to pick up the pieces, find our party members that got scattered to the winds when the world tree crashed into the earth.
Oh boy.
I really need to get on my ass. Actually played 11. I've heard it's really good.
It's really good. I would highly recommend it.
I
Wait,
haven't
talking
played.
about Final Fantasy?
Yeah. So Dragon Quest is one of the very first RPGs ever
Dragon Quest
made.
11. Dragon Quest.
Yeah,
11.
Dragon Quest.
Yeah. Okay. I thought you said I heard 11. and I was just reading a news article real quick, but like I heard 11 and I went Final Fantasy 11. It's like, oh shit, what you rolling? What are you doing? No,
I did play Final
11
Fantasy 11 back in the day, back when it was on the PS2.
The Final Fantasy 11 is Dragon Quest 11 is a very fun game. Like it's super heartwarming and just it's super heartwarming and also incredibly tragic, and it still has the same writing that I've come to expect out of Dragon Quest games.
Yeah. I feel really bad for the main character. He just keeps falling into tragedy. He's born, and the kingdom he was born in gets completely destroyed. He finally decides to, go on an adventure after a call to action, and the king commands that the town he lives in gets totally destroyed because he's the air quotes dark spawn. Tries to save the world and get the ultimate weapon, and then the world ends. Because the evil, and then because the ultimate evil just happened to be there at the exact right moment to fuck everything up. Yay!
It's such a fucking good game, dude.
This just reminds me of the old Ron White gag. Maybe it's me.
Maybe.
Maybe it's me.
But the common denominator of this is, well, I'm the only one.
That's a bit I haven't heard in a long time, Ron White.
Yep. And Rabbit, where can they find you?
Hey, what's going on? I'm Rabbit. I'm a writer and comedian. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at Hey Mr. Rabbit. I stream Monday through Friday. You can go ahead and catch me playing. Horror games, RPGs, and retro games. I'm kind of a RuneScape guy myself, to put on my best Willem Dafoe face. I'm kind of a RuneScape player myself. I'm an Iron Man myself. But I also play a bunch of other games too. Like I play Resident Evil Revelations, Dragon Age, Cry of Fear, Nightmare of Decay, Armello, Shredder's Revenge, Ghostwire Tokyo, Phasmophobia, V Rising, Songs of Conquest, Jack Move. If you want a lot of like obscure games that like not a whole lot of people are playing, but you just want to go ahead and just come in and just have a good old time. That's pretty much what my wheelhouse is. I love showcasing old games and just obscure games to people.
Yeah, I know I popped in on your Ghostwire stream the other night, and that was super chill and super fun.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem.
I've heard a lot of good things about Ghostwire. I feel like I should pick it up.
It's not bad. It's not bad. Groove and I have a funny pun where we're running through Tokyo, and we're like, it's kind of like a Ubisoft game. So every time we found a place, shrine, we were just like, find the tower, get the thing. But no, it's been pretty fun. It's been pretty wild.
Awesome. And, well, you've already found me here at twitch.tv/BurnoutVaughn. You can find me on YouTube and Twitter at the same places where I'm going to be putting up this episode. And, man, I'm going to have to write some somber-ass shit in this episode, like, description. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Sometime tomorrow, probably in the late morning, mid-afternoon, I'll probably try to get in some more Background Check Chronicles playing through Kasane's route in Scarlet Nexus. I have to double up on the ibuprofen. That game just gives me a headache. But I still love the gameplay, so I'm addicted. Other than that, we will probably be playing some more of the world's most bloodthirsty temp agency with Bravely Default 2 as we constantly keep farming the world bosses to get our jobs up, because I'm not sure how much of the game I have left, but we'll see. And other than that, just a quick warning, because of scheduling conflicts, there probably won't be another Say By Spell until sometime in July. I want to say maybe the second or third week. We got a lot of scheduling conflicts, but there is something that hopefully I'll be able to start showing off on my Twitter here soon. But now it is time for us to find somebody to raid, but I should also point out, El Robot, no quote this week, simply rest in peace, Wick. May he finally get those rabbits in Shanti's garden.
Salutes for our good boy.
Alright, well I've got Cheru, Kelly AFU, Brawl Kaiser, Zito, and Lanny.
Yeah, I don't think we've ever rated Kelly before, have we?
We never rated Zito or Lenny either. Actually, looks like Zito just got off.
Ah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
well then, how about we take the love over to Lanny, because we've actually never rated him. He doesn't stream on Tuesdays usually. Plus, Caitlin is well known over there for providing all the awesome art for Roll With Me. So I think that's
Yeah.
fitting as a good send-off to Wick.
Yeah.
What should the raid message then?
How about the
I don't
best
know.
boy?
The best
Rip
boy.
the best boy.
All right.
I just say just the best boy because we don't want to give it away just in case.
The best boy.
And it would help if I
Yes,
spelled
that-
Lanny's name right.
It's Lanny Pater.
There we go. So you've got chat. Let Lanny know about the best boy Wick, and we will see you all next week.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night,
Good night, y'all.
everybody.
Good night.
Night.
Bye bye.